One, Terrance Gangsta Williams, a.k.a. OG Giggity, a.k.a. Mr. Answer Right Back, a.k.a. the People's Champ, Terrance Civilian Williams. I just did an exclusive interview. He worked me this time, y'all. AHumbleSoul. Make sure y'all check it out. And don't look at it on the negative. Look at it on the positive and get something out of this. And then that way you can say, you know what? I like this. I don't like that, but I like this. And then hope that you can save your life and somebody else's life. Wow. Yeah, let's go.
AHumbleSoul, we checking back in, man. Live from Texas. Got Gangsta in front of the camera, man. It's been around a year since our last conversation. Pleasure to connect with you again, man. You know,
that's good. I appreciate you having me back. I felt like you didn't want to have me back on your channel, bro.
Yeah, you said the prices going up, huh?
Yeah, you do get it, you know. But you have inflation sometimes. But the prices, what Plies say? You better indictment out before the price go up.
For sure.
So it's been a long time, but I'm happy you spent back to get your boy back on here. But you know what I noticed though, bro? What you do. It's like a pattern now. You have my homie on out the Magnolia, Mr. Marcello, and then you'll come back with me. It's like you pop, dropping that no, you're back to back on us, bro.
Man, I mess with New Orleans. I did a documentary on how the war really started because I saw like Calliope Chill talking about it's a dude named, I guess, Fool.
Yeah.
That was the basis because I always thought it was Randall.
Yeah, it had nothing
but
to do
it's
with
deeper than that. Then Randall and Mosquito, but I guess it goes back further than that.
You did a documentary?
Yeah, and I took like clips from my interview, clips from my conversation with Mr. Marcello, stuff like that, man. But it got a decent response. It was a couple of people in the comments like, man, you don't know enough history. You know what I'm saying? You need to do a little bit more research and all of that. But it's been actually going up a little bit more recently. You know what I'm saying? But
yeah, the harder I get, the harder your stuff gonna get. But go ahead.
Yeah, no, for sure. But nah, it's definitely dope, man. The last conversation, I dropped different clips that went viral. Man, probably the most viral one was the part about C Murder. You know,
but they be mad when I talk about C.
I saw a couple other platforms ask you about him after our conversation, how you were saying that he really wasn't. You felt like he went backwards. You know, but before we even get into that, man, a hot topic I want to ask you about is the passing of Foolio. Jacksonville rapper Foolio. He was recently murdered in Tampa, around 3 hours away from his hometown, you know, and right after his birthday, 26th birthday.
I heard it was on his birthday.
Nah, they misreported it.
Okay.
It said that his birthday was on the 21st, but I think he got killed on the 23rd.
Got you.
Yeah, so it's different people, you know what I'm saying?
Okay,
different reports. But yeah, I saw something before you got up here saying his birthday was on the 21st of June. But man, long story short, it had been like multiple attempts on his life prior to that, you know, in his hometown, but he ended up getting taken out, you know what I'm saying, hours away. You being somebody who survived multiple attempts on your life, like what did you think when you got the news about, you know, him and just being somebody who's still around to this day, man? What do you think he could have did differently possibly to still be alive, you know?
The first thing is this. In Islam, we are taught no one know where they're going to die at. That's number one. But what he could have done differently is stayed off social media. See, we didn't have social media back then. And I was just telling someone, I said, man, if we had social media back then, I think the murder rate would have been higher in New Orleans. Because we was putting up just, if we know it's a block party here or something going on, we just pull up, hoping we catch somebody out there. Right now, they giving people a free kill. Like, yo, I'm right here, pull up, we out here. And the thing is, a lot of people like to run with crews, they homies, you know. And some people have guns on them, but you never know what's going to happen or how this person's going to react until it happens. What I mean by that is you could be strapped, but if I pull up and get to spitting, you about to duck and try to run first. So now with you ducking and trying to run, now he done got hit. But now, for instance, when we was beefing back then, when they attacked OG Booby Black, he was able to up and got him off him. Because one thing about a killer, once he spot a gun, he don't want to get hit. Them bullets hurt. They burn. So, unfortunately, these youngsters this day and time, they love to post where they at on social media. And then another thing they doing is, when you making a mockery of the dead, other people, family members, You gotta keep in mind, if a person try to hit you one before, so they let you know it's killers, it's shooters, it's people after you. It's just that, you know, he had the mindset like I had. You tough, I'm tough, we're gonna shoot the toughest. Or you catch me, you gotta catch me, you catch me. But nobody now, he not thinking, and the rest of the people not thinking 3 hours away. Like that's a nice little drive to go get your man. That made me think like, man, they have a hit out, man, or something 3 hours away.
He said that he had heard between like 50K to 80K was on his head before he was killed. And you know, like he got shot in the foot.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Like some loved ones and some friends been shot previously.
Right, I heard.
But then the other side, multiple people been hit up too. So you know, and they dissing in the music on social media. Just a combination of different things. It's just a recipe for disaster. But you personally, you know what I'm saying, talking about that 3 hours, that's a long. That's a decent drive. Have you ever, like when you was in that life?
No.
I'm talking like took like a hit or something and traveled or you know?
I ain't going that far. Let me tell you why. And the proof is this. I have on an unrelated case 2 females from Knoxville, Tennessee. So one of them called me one day, was like, can you talk? I was like, yeah, what's up? At the time, the Faye had my phone tapped. So she put this other female on the phone and she was like, yo, I want you to come down here and rob some of these old PAN, blah, blah, blah. First thing in my mind, P trying to set me up. I said, all right, put such and such back on the phone. So she put her back on the phone. I said, what's up with her? Oh, she good, she clear. I was like, all right. So we talking, but then I was like, listen, I don't want to ride on the highway with guns. So y'all come to New Orleans, come pick up the guns, and we gonna follow back. Because 3 people in a car, you know, on the highway, I just was spooked on that part. Mm-hmm. So happened the feds had my phone tapped, and when they came to New Orleans, they seen we were serious. The female was like, well, hold on, let me get it together. She got a little scared because she saw we was ready for business. So when they got ready to go back home, the state troopers pulled them over. The feds had the state troopers pull them over. Searched the car, they didn't find anything. So my co-defendant, she was upset and because she was in law school, she got the lawyer, they harassed me, all the while they had booked her for conspiracy to commit armed robbery and gun trafficking and all that stuff. She wound up going to trial. But I just was never with driving a nice distance. Prime example, Killer Stone, he had a connect and they had come from New York. And what really ticked me out too, because I had a freak and I let him hit her. I let him, I passed her. But that was just for the homies. I come in the house, now this is my freak, now she got my name tatted on her, everything. I come in the house, she's sitting on the sofa with her little sundress on, her little glasses up, and she don't speak to me or nothing, right? What the world? Then I see the 2 people there, I'm like, oh, okay. So Stone and passed my freak to these guys, right? But they giving him the work, so I was like, what's up? They just dropped off like 20 bricks. I was like, look, let me kill him. I want to kill him in the presence. He was like, no, man, follow him to Lafayette and kill him out there because the people, that way, they're not in my possession no more. No, I'm not responsible for them. So once they drop the work off and they're going to notify the people, whoever over them, hey, we heading to our next destination. Hit them there. But I'm like, man, I don't want to be riding no hour and a half to Lafayette, past the Baton Rouge to get there just to hit these people's head. I got a gun in my car. I want to kill him back here now. But he wouldn't let me do it back there, So I've always been against traveling to go get my man,
Man, I'm curious to know if he got a connect like that and they dropping off that type of work, why take him out?
No, I was the one offered that. He didn't want to take him out.
I'm just saying, so why would you want to take him out?
Because that was my connect, was his connect.
Just to run off with it, just have a profit?
Yeah, that's free money. 20 bricks back then. Think about 20 bricks was going from anywhere from 17 to 21 back then.
But that would have messed up his.
Well, you could find another one. He found them. He could always find another connect. One thing about connects, bro, you can always find them. It be a little hard sometimes. It depends on your reputation or your name. But you can always find a connect, man.
Yeah. Man, with you having your reputation, have you ever been like out of town, outside of New Orleans, like when you was really, you know what I'm saying, deep in it and somebody noticed you or tried to get at you?
No, never.
Because I know you said you didn't like traveling, but has anybody ever tried to, like, hunt you while you was out of town?
No, never. I always used to get on the Greyhound bus and I would just travel to New York, D.C., certain places just to travel, but I've never, because when I go to people's towns, I'm going as a tourist, so and I know the areas to go in. Now, when I was traveling, I went to D.C. I did go in their hood because I wanted to see how the hood was. And I went to New York in their hoods too. But for the most part, my name and face, you gotta keep in mind we didn't have social media back then.
Yeah, that's the catch. Yeah.
So, nobody know who I was, how I looked back then. And we was local beefing, So now with this social media, is the person be like, boy, I got some money on them. And everybody now politicking with one another in different states. Because people hit me up and DM, yo, if you ever pull up in this town, we got you, we're gonna hold you down, we're gonna show you love. That's the same thing with my ops. So I'm pretty sure people hitting them up, yo, we got you. So if Gangsta ever put up in our town to do something, if we announce he doing, we got you, man. We gonna park him.
Man, even saying that, man, you mentioned at the beginning of the interview about, Mr. Marcello, the whole bruh.
I saw that.
No, I'm saying it was different people from the Calliope and the Magnolia, but he was letting me know, like, it really wasn't tension because you was already locked up per se, but you talking about like out of town, like people being cool with different people. I was watching an interview recently. I was listening to some people recently where they were saying like some of the dudes, Foolio's friends, was still cool with some of his ops. You know what I'm saying? Allegedly, that's from what I understand. Like kind of blurring the lines. And you was talking about like how some of the people you was beefing with was in you know what I'm saying, the projects, and you really didn't take a liking to that, but you wasn't around. Man, what's your thoughts on that, man? Like, have you ever been cool with an enemy to your friend?
Yeah, that happens a lot. Shout out to Marcello.
Yeah, shout out to Mr. Marcello, man.
Shout out to Mr. Marcello. We on the same side of the project. We have our disagreements, me and Marcello, but I got a lot of respect, love for him. We come up, same area. I was looking at that, bruh. I disagree with him with that too. The word where that come from, I disagree with that, but that's just for another time. But that's the homie, and I'm happy to see that he's still, repping that city. What you got that smirk for?
Because I want to know. I remember he was saying, I think somebody with No Limit,
Some
No Limit
dude,
Street team, yeah.
No, because I remember in '92 when I come home from juvenile jail, stepping out presence, be like, bro, and then he switched to, oh, it's cool. So I heard him saying the people around New Orleans, I'm like, nah, man, New Orleans is small, but it's big. So it's like you could have a stepper in the 12th ward right by us, and you live in the 3rd ward and not know him. Never heard of him or nothing, but he just might be doing this thing in his neighborhood, or even further, go further with it, go across the river or downtown. So it's a lot of dudes. The reason why I know a lot of steppers from downtown because I was in the parish with them. Whereas certain people out there know you might not know this dude is a cold killer.
What's the parish?
Like we don't have Louisiana, right? The state of Louisiana, we have parish. Like it's gonna be Orleans Parish. Like anywhere else gonna be counties. Like all these counties. Like where you from?
Oh, Tennessee.
Tennessee, right?
Yeah.
So like your county would be what?
My county right now is Davidson.
Davidson County, right?
Yeah.
But if he was in New Orleans, Louisiana, it would be Davidson Parish.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? It has something to do with that Louisiana Purchase stuff and the
I
history.
thought you were saying like jail or something.
Yeah, that's what our jail is. Orleans Parish. It wouldn't be Orleans County.
Got you.
You know what I'm saying? We the only state with parish. So
not to cut you off, I was just for the viewers who may not be familiar.
Right. That's cool. That's a good educational thing. And they could go look it up from there and get in the comments and tell it, yeah, it come from this when they did this. Napoleon had some all this stuff when they sold it to the but I think in Canada they got parish too. But anyway, so you got people from all over. So when I was listening to the homie talk about that, I was like, nah, Marcello, I don't know that dude. I disagree with that. You know what I'm saying? But one thing I love about my city and my homeboys, like we all have a voice. Nobody is bigger than the other one, and we're gonna disagree respectfully, So but I just like the fact that my city, small little country town, people from all over the world love our style, love our lingo, love what we do, and I just appreciate it.
Yeah. Do you know? So the population, it has to be like over 100,000 though.
Yeah, we at one time before Katrina we was at 500,000.
Yeah, I was about to say. So it ain't
like,
that small.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. So we had like about 3. That's why I was like, everybody over the city don't know the one man. You know what I'm saying? Well, now with social media, yeah,
it's different.
But you know, back then, like, I don't know. I mean, cause I remember we been saying that stuff. But
okay, so.
But here's the thing, just for argument's sake, because I don't want Marcelo to try and jump on me. He's gonna miss the answer right back, Marcelo. But anyway, it's a possible that brother he talking about could have, but I didn't hear from that guy who name he's saying, you know.
From New Orleans,
I had heard it from Stepper, yeah, the homie here, OG that's in the Fed with life sentence.
That's is that Vamp?
Vamp, right.
He told me that's his OG. That's
that's what I'm saying. I live here on Willows. Marcelo lived right down the block from me. Like we stayed right by each other.
And he was saying he was cool with somebody who stayed next to you too, like right next to you. I forgot the name. I'm gonna have to go back and look at the interview. He mentioned somebody's name. It was some dude he said he was tight with that stayed next door to you.
Sweet Pea.
That's who it was. Yeah.
Sweet Pea live out here with me now.
Oh, for real?
When I come home, Sweet Pea's like, bro, I gotta get from out here, this jungle, bro. I gotta get from down here, bro. I'm gonna crash out. I'm like, I say, bro, I'm not hustling no more, bro. I work now. If I let you come out here by me, bro, you got to work. All right, bro, I work. I'm gonna work. Cause see, Sweet Pea's mother, I call her my sister. So it's my nephew, right? Sweet Pea like 6'4", in a project, wilding out, slinging that gun. So it's like, bro, you home now, bro. You the only one could get me right. Got him down here, bro. He been out here doing good, working.
That's a blessing.
Yeah, man. Got out the way. I was happy for him because it's like, you know, we all come out that project, and his little brother was killed back there. Sweet Pea little brother. He got a story to tell. He just waiting. You know, I was trying to get him on my podcast, but we live right next door. His mother was a gangster.
His mom.
Yeah, everybody know Cheddar. Yeah.
What's her name again?
Conchetta. Cheddar. We call her Cheddar. Red, tall, fine. Yeah, well, she might, you know, over the days, she might have picked up some weight. I know she's going to cuss me out, but shout out to Darryl, that's her husband. He don't play about it. But, yeah, they stay next door to me. But, yeah, he lost a few family members. Actually, his brother, one of his younger brothers in Angola, just killed a guy in Angola. Listen, let me tell you what's crazy. It's a little youngster that was one of the leaders of the Bird Gang. Something happened with whatever happened with that. So Sweet Pea's brother in Angola met up with this homie. They both out the project, stabbed each other up. Right after that, I had talked with him while he was in the hole. Then some other situations happened recently, and he killed the guy. So
totally different dude.
Yeah, something else happened in Angola. Yeah.
Dang. So in a situation like that adds on to a sentence, right?
Yeah, or maybe it depends if it was self-defense. Yeah, right. I haven't found out yet, but I was going to wait till he make the phone call, let us know what's going on. But yeah, man, I was happy that Sweet Pea made that decision to leave New Orleans and come up here.
Man, I definitely wanted to ask you during this interview about like your prison experience. I don't feel like we really touched on it too deeply last time, but man, before that, one more thing I want to ask you, man. I ain't really dived too deep in last time, related to the whole hybrid, the Calio. It's a dude named Cut Boy Boo, Nine Fingers, and also Wango. So you had briefly mentioned you was like me, Hot Bezo, and Blabber was going against the Calio, and you was like, when he had them in there, that's why you took it as disrespect. Why was that? Why in particular were those two of the main people you was warring with from the project?
Yes.
Right, touch on that, man.
I get mad every time I think about that. Yeah, because here's the thing. Marcelo, they had their own crew back then. I know you. Knew my party he did. Rashid, Master P cousin, he used to cut my hair. So one man can't really tell another man, don't have this in the project, you know, because ain't no one man run no project. But if a person ready to go to war for what they believe in, then that's just what it's going to be. But the thing is, like he said, we all were in prison. You know, we was in the Fed doing our federal bid. And I just be ticked off because I be like, what I look at is these guys I was really beefing with. Like Boo, Nine Fingers, he's in the Fed with life now. He literally come in my project one morning in a red truck, pickup truck. I had just pulled up. my daughter's mother left. The dude on the corner of my house he said, "Gangsta, it's a red truck, man. Be careful. Watch yourself." So I looked down the block right by the police substation. The red truck in the long driveway, like hanging out on Willow, waiting to make the turn, right? And I'm looking. So I go get the Mac 9. I said, okay, I'm going to tear it up. Come on down this way. So I guess the truck must have spotted that I spotted it and left. But it caught up. But I always tell my children, mothers, whoever in my Infinity truck, because I was the only one in the city with it at the time, drop the windows down so they could know it's a female in there. See, that's another thing we're saying, like, it's different back then from now. These youngsters, I don't care, they got the window down now. We see your mom and the children, and we're going to spray that up, and we're going to make you cry, go to the funeral, we're going to rap, you know what I'm saying? It's different, bro. So, yeah, I tell you, always had the windows down. She had the windows down. And she called me, she said, "Terrance, what's up?" She said, "Some ugly boy just pulled up on me in a red truck, telling me you lucky you a female, I'll shoot this B up and da-da-da." I said, all right, I know what that was. So, when I saw the video, I felt like they was like, bro, we in your hood, like, bro, you know, I saw them just visually, like, they rapping their verse, but it's like, we in your neck, like, I live literally, like, right down the block, on that same block, Wild Willow, where they shot the video. So I'm like, wow. But it's not like they went back there. I could look at it like this, too. My psychological thinking, I could say, okay, well, it's not like they just pull up back there, shot the video. It was back there with some people with a name that, you know, got rights to invite people back there. So that's how I psyched myself up. But that's been so long ago, bro. I reminisce off that stuff because I'm part of that history. Yeah. But for real, bro, I'm free. I'm happy to be free.
No, and I'm not even trying to be on.
But let me, no. I know what you're saying, but let me just say this here. The same guy you just named, Boo, 9 Fingers, right? My son, Bird Gang, his son, Ghost Gang, at war. My son now is in federal jail, in the jail right now, fighting 2 bodies, 2 homicides, and that's one of them, his son, we got the same name. Look how you look. I wish I had a camera to take a picture of your face.
That's crazy.
Yeah, bro, that's crazy.
What's the odds of that?
Yeah, man. You know what I always say, though? I used to call my son, to ride them dirt bike.
That's actually sad, man.
Yeah, I said, "Boy, what you doing?" "Nothing, Dad, I'm riding a dirt bike." I said, "All right." I come to find out my son, he out the project. He hear all these stories. He just, you know, and I was like, man, wow. And this is my baby boy. So I was like, man. But then I look at it like, I'd rather be able to go visit him at the jail than to go visit him at the grave.
Yeah.
You know, so them little young boys, they want to follow the father's footsteps. That's what we left behind.
Did y'all ever patch things up, you and Boo?
No. We never saw each other in prison, none of that. But no, we ain't patched nothing up.
Cause I saw the stuff about you and a dude named T-Dub.
Right.
But so that's the history with him, and I guess Wango was just like one of his right hand men.
See, Dub, Wango, 9 Finger, Booty, it's a few of them that's still active out there. I'm learning now they get mad when you say their name, which I don't really care, but I'm gonna respect them, you know, to that. Not to say certain names because they still alive, they still out, you know. But they had a clique, man. They had a vicious clique. It was a vicious group of killers that ran together. But the thing was, I used to run with them. Like, there's a picture on social media now in Mr. B's, you'll see the Cali in there. Randall, all of them in there, and you see me amongst them.
And you look super young too, man.
That's what I'm saying. I went to the fair when I was young. That's why I be telling people now, bro, I'm happy to be free. I'm enjoying all the little things I pay attention to when I'm driving. I'm just enjoying life. Because I was around men half my life. So now I'm out here, all these women, different stuff. I'm just enjoying life, bro. This is a beautiful thing. I don't never want to go back to prison, bro. Now that I got a taste of this, I'm still trying to learn the iPhones, and it's just so much stuff that I've been home 2 years and 5 months. Well, July 3rd be 6 months. But I still have more and more to learn, more and more to see. My PO, they've been allowing me to travel. I just come from Milwaukee a few days ago. They honor me there. They got a prison reform ball out there in Milwaukee.
Oh, shout out to that.
Yeah, they gave me a plaque and a trophy.
Man.
Yeah, man, I appreciate that. So that was pretty cool. They put me in a nice hotel downtown. So, bro, I'm enjoying life, man, you know. Like I say, me and Dub was in the same compound. Me and Boo never got a chance to go to the same compound. So, yeah, of course, I would love to talk to a lot of those guys from back in the day because Me and one of the brothers, he Muslim in Atlanta, we've been trying to come together because he's out the Calio and try to show them that we could bridge this gap, then maybe they can. But I also know, you know,
It's a lot of bloodshed too, though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So you gotta walk like, talk like, shut up all the street lights. But you gotta be careful with that situation because a person will be like, yeah, it's cool, but nah, you hit home. So if I catch you slipping, I'm gonna park you. You know, that's why I always think for me and them. Me moving from New Orleans is one of the best moves I could have made in my life. Because you go from being a terrorist to, you know, now you're a tourist. And of course you still gotta be careful being a tourist as well because these days they just robbing tourists, they shooting bullets, don't have no names, you know. So you gotta know what environment to put yourself in. Where am I going? Because first of all, I don't get high. So I ain't popping no pills. I ain't smoking, drinking, none of that. So I'm not gonna be in your neighborhood talking about who got the pills, who got this X, or who got them with the other thing, perks, and I don't have no business in your neighborhood talking about that. You see what I'm saying? So, and if I was on that type of stuff, I'm gonna have somebody to bring that to me. I'm not going to nobody's hood to do that kind of stuff. So with that being said, and then the older I get, the more wise and more mature you get. You know not to. Because here's the thing. In every hood, every city, there's a killer. So you can't think 20, almost 30-something years ago, you was stepping and crazy. These little young boys, they got switches on their thing. I be looking at the Instagram, be hitting that stuff going. I be like, whoa, boy, if I had one of them. Man, I'd have walked it. But I be having a quick flab. I had to catch myself. Well, all right, boy, they'll hide you in prison. They got a bed waiting on you, you know? And that's what I think about. But, man, when I be hearing them things on the Instagram, I be had to cut that off, man.
Hold on, so do you ever at this point in your life still kind of have that urge come up inside of you when something like bothers you? Or somebody rubs you the wrong way or something?
No.
Just knowing your past, you know.
Right. No, because I'm so far away. Now, if I was in that city, if I was in New Orleans and the enemy hanging around or something, I might be tempted to go spend one time to see if I still got it. But being away from there and enjoying life, knowing that them people will lock you up and hide you. And then here's another thing I be thinking about too. Not only that, I'm like, man, I pray to get out while I was still alive and healthy. I pray to get out to take care of my mother, and God granted me that. I don't want to go back, you know? And I know one time, I go back this time, that love, the open book I had with Birdman and Slim, that's closed now. I don't believe they're going to hold me down like they did me that first bid. That's over. Like you, because that's how I would feel. Bro, we rode with you 23 years. Your mother rode 20. You come home and do this goofy stuff. When I was in prison, I used to see guys come back on violation. So I used to pray. I said, man, I saw a guy come back 3 times. I was like, man, just give me, what's going on out there? Why you keep coming back on violation? What's going on? Just give me one shot, God, please. I got my shot. So now I'm like, I know I can't do this. I know I can't do that. Then I don't want to do this. I don't want to do that either, you know, because I be thinking, if I pick up them new tools they got, man, I'm going to be like, you know, once you get your first kill again, it's like your virgin being broke. So now you want to go and just cut up. So it's like 20 people. I be sitting down like, man, I want to hit him. He think he's slick. He killed my best friend. He did it. So it's like 20 people I had to go and whack because I don't want to hit 1 in 19 get away. So I might just go on a spree.
Man, not to get too deep into it, but are you like, are you kind of being sarcastic right now? Is it really multiple people that if you were still in that life, you would want to do something to?
Think about this. My best friend, Blackie Mo, who I looked up to, hung with, he was murdered. So it's people that murdered him. Right? I know 3 people that murdered him. My best friend, Eric Maurice, was killed. It's one person that killed him. My best friend, Sterling, was killed. It's one person killed him. Mosquito was killed. It's 3 people that killed him. Dooney, it's one person that killed him. So you got my homie Raid at the Magnolia, he was killed. My homie Shorty B, he was killed. My best friend Toto out the tent, well, he was killed. So that's 8 people I named that was murdered. So you just do the numbers there. Then I got more that I just got to sit back and think about. You know what I'm saying? That was close to me. My best friend Anthony Riggins, he got killed across the river. They killed him bad. He thought he was a misunderstanding and talking about he was doing, but that wasn't, he had nothing to do with it. So they hit him up. You know, so it's like, you be thinking like, man, you know what, you killed him, yeah, my bad. So sometimes you be want to spin, bro. So, no, I was being serious when I say that. That's why I keep myself in check. That's why I'm constantly praying to remind myself, God, God, God. Because when you praying, you get closer to God. That devil, because that devil always staying busy. That devil going to whisper to you, boy, go sneak back down in New Orleans. Go drive early in the morning, like leave the house 1 in the morning, get there maybe like 7, 8 in the morning. As soon as it's nice and daylight, you can hide out and then you can start spinning. I think of that kind of stuff. But do you know those two? I'm looking at all them cameras they got and phones. It's not worth it, bro. You know what I'm saying? But I just like to talk, though. But I just be trying to show them youngsters, too, don't think you're going to get away with a lot of stuff. Because somebody always, look at the young brother Foolio. Yeah. 3 hours away. Look how they spent on him. You know, he thinking so, and that's sad. Now his family got to suffer, you know.
And you saw, like, the dude he was beefing with dropped a rap video the same day.
That's what they doing, man. So now you could best believe Foolio homies trying to slide on him now.
That's crazy.
You know what I'm saying? They could drop them a video or go live and they wonder why the feds always stepping in and lurking around the neighborhoods so the drug boys and everybody else get mad. Man, y'all bringing heat, but that's what they doing, social media. Yeah. Social media helping us and hurting us at the same time.
Do you think it's been more detrimental than beneficial?
That's a good one. I would say 50-50. 50-50 because my homegirl Javonda, BG rap about her out the Magnolia. Her son was killed. He started the Bird Gang in New Orleans. She got a clothing line.
Not to stop you.
But why you did it?
I'm just saying, you keep saying the Bird Gang, and you said the Ghost Gang. So these are, is these in jail? These street gang? What's the deal?
They were street gang. They were street. They started up, but that stuff died down fast because the first little generation of them, first little crew of them, they got killed and in jail, and now the second one, they in the Fed now. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? Soon as they come up, all right, come here, y'all come here. They just, Fed went on and terminated that stuff. But yeah, and he was the founder of the Ghost Gang, and she got a clothing line called the Tayway with the little bird on a nice little shirt and stuff. But yeah, that stuff going to continue. It's going to always go on because somebody going to always want to retaliate for their family member.
Yeah, but that's why I didn't mean to stop you. You was talking about like the versus being detrimental or positive, and you was bringing up the lady. So, so it's all connected to that though. So,
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So they pretty much just tunning each other.
Yeah, that's what they do.
Somebody drop.
See, this is the thing.
Another score.
With social media, it forces a person. Even if, say, if it's you spent on one of my best friends, and you hit him up, and now I'm like, okay, I know who did it, so I'm gonna take my time. Or sometimes I might be like, you know what? I'm gonna leave that one alone because he might was wrong. He did hit him, so I'm gonna be the bigger man and stop this, right? But with social media, you can't, because you can't be on social media with your jewelry, with your switch, with the Drake and F and N and all these funny foreign names, talking that talk, and your man got black. They deleted your man, so you faking. So now to the other little rappers and gaming, they're gonna be looking at that, man, you gotta spin though, man. Get off social media. We ain't trying to hear that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's social media, man. And the crazy part about it is they know the feds watching. They know the people paying attention, and they still get on there and do it.
Yeah.
They still get on there and do it. Like that little youngster who made that rap about Foolio. You don't think them people watching you now? And now with them watching you, you're gonna bring heat to all the rest of your little homies.
But do you know, before that, he was in a car and all 4 people got hit up. He was the only one that survived.
I heard he got hit in the foot. The rapper?
No, the one who got hit in the foot is the one who just got killed.
It's Foolio, right?
Yeah, but I'm talking about the dude who just dropped the video after he passed away that he was beefing with. It was an incident before that where he was in I think like an SUV or something with 3 other friends. I think like one of them was his brother, from what I understand, if I'm not mistaken. All 3 of them got killed. He got hit up too, but he survived. And Foolio, it's alleged that he was, involved in that. So they, the back and forth, but. Wow. And then it's promoted on social media, like you said. So you can't never escape that, man. You know what I'm saying? So many people screen recording, putting different clips up. So you try to forget it, but somebody else posts it, making little mini documentaries and stuff about it.
It's a guy just hit me in my DM this morning. And he was showing me that there's one of them youngsters in one of those crews. Mm-hmm. He want out. He don't want to have no part of it no more, but he don't know how to get away. And he sent it to me, and I was like, wow. So it's a guy that I be telling, he's a little older. He just know all them little youngsters. All the Foolio, them little crew, all them youngsters. So I was like, well, why don't you just talk to him, tell him to relocate? See, a lot of them be feeling like, and I felt like this. And I was in prison, and I felt like when Katrina hit, when I heard that people was talking about, oh, I'm never going back to New Orleans, and da-da-da, I was like, they turned on our city. I didn't like them, and I didn't know those people. But you got to keep in mind, I couldn't think outside the box either. All I knew was New Orleans. So once I come home, and I realized it's way bigger than just staying in your hood. It's a lot of land, a lot of stuff to see, a lot of other places where you could live, go live comfortably if you really want to leave that life alone. You know? Because I know for a fact, bro, if I was to relocate back to New Orleans, go back home, I already know it's up and it's stuck. It's on.
Pull right back in?
Yeah, I know that because you got to keep in mind, majority of the youngsters I be beefing with online be the little youngsters under me. I be like, who's the little boy? Yeah, he was on the porch when I was on the streets. You know, who? So it be the young ones. So I be like, okay, and they the ones gonna try to prove a point, you know, to get at me.
I've never witnessed you, to my knowledge, talk about any like people that you've actually killed by name. But are some of them people that, you know, be beefing with you online, or those like the relatives of some of your victims?
I don't know if they're relatives, I know they're homeboys. Some of them live in the same neighborhood, some of them, you know, and that's a touchy subject. Yeah, I would never call a name, even for the ones I got immunity for, I would talk about certain stuff, but I would never say a name because I know if I say, this light, I hit this light on Washington Magnolia, that was me, stood over with the AK. Now his nephew, the ones online, his friends were like, oh man, so Gangsta just admitted he get your uncle, your brother, your daddy, and you ain't gonna do nothing? Now the youngster hand force. And them youngsters crazy. They don't care who you with, where you at, they pulling up. They trying to see about you. So that's why I never say a name or just really put it out there like that.
Yeah.
But they speculate, I don't care what you speculate. But I'm not gonna never just do that. No, I know them youngsters ain't playing.
Man, how difficult is it? You say you've been home over 2 years now.
Mm-hmm.
You mentioned that you was in Milwaukee recently. They honored you. You was in Cali, you know, No Jumper, Camp Capone, etc. Vlad, you know what I'm saying?
I cut up so 3 days straight. Go ahead.
No, I'm saying you moving around, but how difficult? You still on like supervised release?
Yes.
So how challenging is that for you to maneuver around and you know what I'm saying, do business with that still, you know, hanging over your head?
Oh, it's very good because here's the thing. I know I'm on supervised release, so now my PO trusts me to travel here. I have to let him know where I'm going, where he got to get the hotel I'm going to be staying in, the address where I'm going. I have to report all this. Because if I'm in the city and I get pulled over by the cop or something, you know, as soon as they run your name, it hits their system.
Okay.
So now with that being said, for my PO to trust me to go to the out of town, fly out, I got to be on my best behavior. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do my job. Then I'm going to get something to eat, but I'm going back to the hotel. I'm not about to go hang on the block or tell someone, yo, give me a tool, let me go post up. I'm a fool. Man, what? Man, I'll be the talk of the internet. An old man now going to jail for hanging in somebody's city trying to show you. I done had my run. God bless me to make it out. I had my run, bro. So now I go to these people's town. Like I said, I don't drink, smoke, none of that, so I don't have no business in your neighborhood. And if I did drink or smoke, whoever booking me out, look, man, have me a little something in the room. You know what I'm saying? I'll be on that type of stuff. But for the most part, I appreciate that my PO them allow me to travel, so I'm going to respect them as well as myself, and not to do something stupid or foolish. And another thing, that's why I don't travel with a lot of people. Because when you travel with a lot of people, it's always one of your tough gangster homeboys going one or two. Man, we touch down, man, somebody meet us with that thing. But then when we in the van or in the car, when they pull over, you're going to throw that thing on the seat. Who that for? Everybody being quiet now.
Nobody
want to take Nobody want to take that lick.
That's a violation.
Facts, bro. A convicted felon around this 5-year-old. So to avoid all that,
everything built up.
go out the window. Now, you know, I hit this internet like a hurricane, Katrina,
For sure.
category 6, not a 5 or 6.
Come on, man.
You know, so, and like you said, you just say, I went to California, bro. I did No Jumper. From No Jumper, I did Vlad. From Vlad, I went to Count Capone, all in the same day.
Working.
Yeah, man.
And I chopped it up with you. You was on the flight, on the plane.
Facts. Yeah, you're right. Sure was. Yeah, man. And now I'm finally about to hit, Say Cheese. He finally hit me up, so I'm about to go hit on Say. Go
Man,
get
shout
on.
out to Say Cheese.
Yeah, man.
I've been
time
wondering, you never did an interview with Say
Nah,
Cheese.
man, because he was like, and I respect it, because he was like, you know, man, you already did the Vlad, so like, you already gave the story. What can I come behind and do? But I'm like, man, there's all kind of stuff you can ask me. I'm what you call an influencer now, content creator. You can ask me something, you know what I'm saying? Let's talk about it. But and I respect it, you know, as a businessman, you know. But I was like, certain people. He brought on the channel. I was like, man, well, you just be asking this person, so you ask this person, I must know this person, you know. So, man, holler at me. I'm gonna get you some numbers, man. Holler at the boy.
Oh, for sure.
And his people been waiting on this.
For sure.
You know, people been waiting on me on 6. Like they were waiting on me to go to No Jumper. Man, we been
3-hour interview.
Yeah, bro. Yeah. Cut up on that thing, man. I was shocked.
Conversation, yeah.
Yeah, I was shocked, but you know that what I respect. Shout out to Adam, 22, No Jumper. He didn't try to play me. He didn't try to get out the way to be disrespectful. We just had like a regular conversation. So with that being said, once we having a regular convo, I could float. But with a minute I just take something board, or you trying to, all right, I'm gonna be on the board now.
No, I feel you.
know?
I feel you. Man, any game you can give for somebody else out there who may tune in and watch this that is on, you know, like parole or probation, they concerned about bumping their head. You said 2 years, you were able to maneuver. I don't know if you had some hiccups early on, but like how do you just stay in line, man, or any game you can drop to them?
Well, see, the first thing is I don't have no vices, meaning like I'm not on drugs. Mm-hmm. So, well, you know, when you're on paper, they usually give you drug tests and all that, so for them.
Okay.
So, you know what I'm saying? So, with that, then the next thing is this. Who are you bumping heads with? So, you know, on social media how people had their run-ins, right? Just like with me, I have my run-ins. But I don't troll people. I don't constantly disrespect, that's not my game. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to be able to go here, I'm going to be able to go there. I get love everywhere I go. It's nothing but love. For
sure.
So that's because I don't go that route, because I usually travel by myself. So the main thing is you gotta be careful with the company you keep. Who you got traveling with you, because whoever you got traveling with you, they're going to have something on them. Mm-hmm. No, it might be pills or whatever they're going to have. So you got to be careful with who you got around you. And once you know you trust or you feel comfortable with the person that's around you, you can move accordingly. And another thing, you know, me on paper, you know, I can't be around convicted felons unless I let my PO know. Like, hey, I was around this person. Hey, I was with this person. So I got to let them know this kind of stuff. Mm. Because, like I say, we get pulled over, something happen here, convicted felon, or, you know, well, I didn't know you was going to be here, or you let them know later, hey, yeah, I was around such. Because people always got phones out there, always taking pictures of stuff, right? Yeah, man. So here's the thing. You know you out. Once we out, it's a privilege that we out on this paper. They let us out early. Or whoever you did your time. Because feds is different state. Once you do your federal time, 85%, then you get supervised release. So now that you're out, you're still doing time. So now you know you got to move accordingly. You got to be smart, strategically moving. If you know you beefing with this person, that person, and you go and get that money, best thing to do is hire security in that city. Because, bro, I learned this from Birdman. He got gangsters around him, but when he went to go visit Honeycomb Bridge, and even Honeycomb Bridge, they had the real police escorting him. I was like, but that's a smart move, because one thing about them shooters, they respect them lights. When they see them blue lights, they're going to get out the police. For some reason, they're going to get out the police way, man. You know, so you just got to be smart with it, man, and don't think that you try to get over on the people. Yeah. Because we did that already. See, we got caught doing that. And now you got another chance. Man, I cherish this moment, and I hope they do the same.
Man, you mentioned that you were like honored in Milwaukee. What was that about? And is that your first time being like recognized?
Yeah, man. That was
Talk about that, man. Let the viewers know, you know what I'm saying, what's going on with that.
Shout out to my boy Meech. Pimp and Ken put it together for me.
Shout out to Pimp and Ken.
So he reached out to me, called me one night. I'm chilling. Hey, man, we got this ball out. I was like, yeah. Man, Milwaukee. Man, I ain't never been to Milwaukee. I said, all right, let me check with my PO. Hit my PO, say, yeah, give me, I want to know the hotel, the city, address, check all that into me. I'm going to approve you. So I got with him, boom, so Meech, OG, bro, he cool as a fan. But I was like, hey, y'all flying me out, right? He was like, oh, man, man, y'all want me to come there. So he got the flight together. Shout out to his daughter. We had a little bumps here and there, but she smoothed it out for us. When I got there, they put me downtown. It was a hotel around Jefferson and Waters. I was watching those streets, but it was downtown and around white folks. Nice little area they put me in. Hotel, state something. I took a picture of it, sent in my PO. But so as we riding, so we had something to eat. He was like, man, we're gonna put you in the casino. I want to drop you off in the casino, but I ain't want you to spend all that money we was giving you. So I'm like, well, you ain't my money manager. Put me at the casino. Let me hang out. You know what I'm saying? Because first of all, I don't gamble anyway, but I'm like, man, you got me in this little boring area, but here's the thing. Sometimes boring is good.
Kept you out of trouble.
Facts. Sometimes boring is good. I didn't like what the hotel was. They had the little pizza restaurant, and they only had pizza and chicken. And then when they served breakfast, they only had sandwiches and something else in the morning. I said, what the world? I'm used to going to get some scrambled eggs, something breakfast. They had, but you had to have that key. That's what I like, that key to get up the elevator.
Oh yeah, so nobody just no random.
Yeah, you ain't come put it up there. Yeah. No, you ain't doing that.
So they had you in a nice little spot then.
Yeah, very nice. So I was very grateful for that. They showed me number love, man. I went to the place.
So it was like a ceremony or something. Or?
Yes, because they had honored other people too. That stayed. They had one guy had did 27 years in prison. He made $5 million since he been home. Car lot. And I was like, wow, that's pretty cool, We had women in there, bro. It was a lot of people in there. And we got the chance to tell our story, talk to the youth, talk to some of the parents. They had a podcast place in there. And then I had I finally met, man, the OG name, man, he gonna be ticked off with me. Atula, the oldest from Peru.
From California.
Right. He was there. So, me and him had a run-in before online.
A negative run-in.
Yes.
Oh.
So, but I was like the biggest, I was like, you know what? This man would have to be my father. I'm not about to go back and forth with you online. And it's a good thing I took that stance because I didn't even know he was going to be there. Now, what if I was being disrespectful, cussing this man, violated this man, and that man was right there. He could have go across my head and said, because I didn't even know he was going to be there.
What was that run-in like?
I was upset because he a Muslim, and he was still claiming the power. I was like, you can't do both. And he would try to chastise me, me, Mr. Answer right back. I went back at him, and he came back. Then I thought about it. I said, man, I ain't going to disrespect him.
Oh, no, I'm talking about at the ceremony.
Oh,
like, what was that like?
It was, look, because I'm on the stage, sitting down, chilling, and...
That's crazy. Caught you off guard.
Yeah, man, because he got his jeans, got his pants on, and he had the T-shirt on, Boss Talk 101 T-shirt on. Old head, fit nice, like he work out, like he.
So you took
me down.
Around for your money.
Yeah, man. So I'm like, man, it's a good thing I took the ride. And he did. Look, let me tell you what's crazy. I'm sitting down on a little thing like this, and there's two guys right. He just walks up, and I look. He just looking at me, we just smiling, just hugged. And I was like, wow, this is crazy,
Oh, so, no pride, no tension, nothing.
No, man.
That's a beautiful thing.
Yeah, because like I say, I backed out of the internet beef with him.
Some of them egos, man.
Yeah, because because he an old head that's, he from Peru,
streets, yeah.
and so, a lot of old head, boy, you ain't gonna play with me, I'm an old gangster, don't play, but he was respectful. And we hugged, that was pretty cool. I was like, wow, that's crazy. And that let me know right there that trying to be a gangster, trying to live my old ways is not going to work. Because I'm in a foreign land right now, and that man could have done anything to me or had somebody outside to do something to me. So that's why I tell a lot of them youngsters, man, it's not worth it trying to argue with somebody or trying to get the last word on YouTube because you never know who you're going to run into. And I'm thinking this man in California somewhere all the while he was in Milwaukee. In there with me. I was like, wow.
Man, you speaking about that, you mentioned that you get love pretty much anywhere you travel, but you got a pass, you got a reputation, you a celebrity. They know you the brother of Birdman and Slim. like even relocating to, you know, the Dallas area, and just when you maneuvering, man, has there ever been any, like, any situations where people try to clout chase or say something crazy to you while you out and about? Everything is just, you just been blessed.
Man, I thank God, bro. Since I've been out here in Dallas, nothing but love. Everywhere I go, there's love, pictures, respect. Like, I've never ran into nobody that was disrespectful or say something crazy to me out the way. It's always been love, and I give respect. So,
for sure.
Yeah, and I know I'm not in my town. You know what I'm saying? So I know how to. I'm a tourist, so I know how to. I'm Mr. Civilian, so I know how to act. You know what I'm saying? Because like I say, it's gangsters everywhere. So you ain't no certain men ain't gonna just let you pull up in their town thinking you gonna have your way, do what you want to do. So that's why I come out, go do my interviews, go to the shelters, feed them, talk to the at-risk youth. I'm out the way. You know what I'm saying? And then plus, I'm not. Now, if I was in my late 20s, early 30s, getting out the Fed, then I might be moving around. You know what I'm saying? You know, I'll be working out, athletic. You know, I'm trying a few people, but nah, for real. It be a lot of love, man. Dallas showed me a lot of love, bro. Mm-hmm. A lot of love, bro. Shout out. I first started out in Fort Worth.
Okay.
Then I moved to Alderton, then to Dallas. But I love Fort Worth, Alderton, Dallas, Grand Prairie, and even Mansfield. That's just my area, man, bro.
That's all in the metro?
Yeah, bro. It's all love, bro. All love, all around. I done been all around that area.
Is it a lot of people from New Orleans out here?
Not that many.
Okay.
I haven't run into a lot of them. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, I don't do the clubs and I don't do a lot of that stuff. So they out here, but I haven't ran because you got to keep in mind, I'm not about to be hanging out with no 20-something-year-old in a club. They drinking, popping their pill, doing what they do, smoking it, and I'm just, come on. What the world? These older to be my children, right?
Getting paid for it or something.
Well, no, I'm talking about.
Or something.
No, yeah, I do that, right? That's a fact. And then if I walk, you gotta have me a section.
Come on,
where I'm gonna be,
man.
you know what I'm saying, out the way. I'm not about
legit.
to be. Yeah, because I had my run. I've been in clubs. Like, what I look like being in these clubs with these youngs older to be my children.
Unpredictable.
Yeah, think I have. Yeah, man. So I stay out their way, but I get a lot of love, though. A lot of love, bro.
So even when you like traveling around, man, so you don't have no security or nothing with you.
No.
It's just really just dolo you.
Right.
And you just know how to maneuver.
Yeah, because like I say, I know where my enemies at. I know where my enemies come from. I know.
Look at Foolio, though.
Yeah, but he still was active online. He still, all mine's 30-something-year-old beef, so it would be the sons, the grandsons, or cousins, uncles. So, but with that said, and if you bad enough to if you got to know some judo and 7 other words, that you going to kill me in the airport. Because other than that, I ain't doing nothing else. So as soon as I get to the airport, I'm going to my destination.
For sure.
I'm not about to ride around in your hoods and hang around here and here. I make sure of that. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I don't never, because I go where I got to go, I stick and move. Mm-hmm. And I'm always giving respect. You got to give respect to get it. For sure. So you can't think you're going to just live off your old reputation. But I will say this, like I tell people, I'm not looking for no trouble, I don't want no trouble. But if a fire starts, I will put it out.
Is it difficult for you to ignore disrespect?
No.
At this point in your life?
I tell people all the time, you got to have bulletproof emotion on that social media.
I'm talking about in real life.
Yeah, no, in real life too, because I'm going to say to myself, because it's always going to be in my mind, if he knew better, he'll do better. Because I know what I'd do if I, go to that, and I don't want to take it there. Because here's the thing. I don't have time to have no run-ins with the law. Now, if you come and attack me, where the people can see you attack me, I got a free kill. But I'm not about to, you standing right there, you call me the B word, you'll call you upon me. Like, yeah, all right. Well, apparently you ain't transgressed me, you ain't put your hand on me. And I go back with, the old thing we used to say back in the days? Well, you don't know because I'm a little older than you. The sticks and stone may hurt my bone, but words never hurt.
Yeah, I know that.
So, when a person get the cuss, I'm just going to laugh. Like, all right, so... You know what I'm saying? And that's more disrespectful to laugh at somebody. Think about this, you and your old lady get into an argument. She arguing and fussing and cussing and you laugh in her face.
It's gonna make it matter.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So that's what I do with the people. But like I said, I haven't had that situation. I pray to God I don't have that situation. But if I do, I know how to walk away from that. See, it take a bigger man to walk away. It don't mean you're a coward. And I used to always tell people, good brother don't mean soft brother. So I'm gonna thank for both of us. Now, once I get us around where the cameras can watch us, and now you go acting crazy, you try to get on me, I got you. Man down. So
you ain't talking about no boxing, huh? Yeah. Man, Dang, there's so many places I could take the conversation, but
Well, let's go.
But last
Take your time, man.
On a positive note, you know, like reintegrating back into society. You know what I'm saying? It's not always the same for everybody. You know, the average person didn't have the support system that you had. I don't know how it was once you got out.
I was about to say, yeah, I ain't had that support system.
Yeah, my bad.
Man.
Don't let me put words in your mouth.
Yeah, don't do that
when
to
you was
me.
incarcerated, you had a support system.
Yeah, outstanding support system.
But once
I
you
had
got
one
out,
of the best support systems you could have in prison.
So why did it change once you got out?
Because of my name being tied to snitch and stuff, and we had rules, so I was being punished. So, but I'm thankful for that, because you know what? God had a plan for me. Because had I come home and got the red carpet, the Birdman and waiting on me with the jewelry, the money, the phantoms, the big old house, all that, I would have forgot about God, and I'd just be followed behind Birdman. I would have nothing in my name, everything, because they got everything. So I'm thinking, oh, this is my brother, this is my room right here, I'm laid up, I'm back in jail for real, I got my own cell, I'm at this big old mansion, I'm driving a car, but it's in his name. So I'm thankful that God removed all that materialistic stuff from me and let me build from the ground up. I literally built my platform from the ground up. I remember my brother Slim telling me, he said, man, you went to war with a lot of them dudes. He said, I'm gonna be honest with you, bro, if you'd have tucked your tail, I wouldn't be on the phone with you right now. I said, bro, I was a gangster in real life on the street. You think the internet, that's easy. You never gonna see me for real, you know what I'm saying? So that was easy, but I'm happy and grateful because now I can stand before the youngsters and tell them, bro, my people multi-millionaires, but I didn't get that. And I'm not crying because I asked for two things and God granted me, my freedom and my mother. So I got mine with me, so everything else, extra blessed. I'm happy to get all that, but I don't look forward for all that. You know, so it's good for me. Like I said, I don't want for nothing.
Yeah.
I got my own place to live, me and my mother. I got a car to drive, well actually two, but I drive one. It's dirty, I gotta get it clean now. But I have my own studio. So for me to come home, go through all that, and now I have a studio where I do interviews, I do podcasting.
Yeah.
It's, you know what I'm saying? That's a big step for me. That's a big accomplishment.
Like the Versace curtains.
Yeah, you've been peeping out my stuff,
Come
bro.
on, man. You know, numbers still going up, subscribers still going
Showing
up, you still
love.
consistent.
Yeah, bro.
You know, you really don't seem like you content whatsoever. Like you still hustling. You know what I'm saying?
Of course, because I learned this. I'm not where I want to be, but I'm happy. I don't want for nothing. So, of course, there's always room for more. Like my ultimate goal is to put out movies. Because I want to retire from the YouTube, because you can only go so much on YouTube.
Yeah.
And then I want to get into doing movies and get out the way.
Yeah.
And really go under the ground, you know? So, yeah, I got to grind. And then I'm not going to be hot for long. You know, so I got to take advantage where I can, you know?
You've been saying that for like a year now.
2 years, actually. Because listen, when I first come on...
Run down the stories and stuff.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? When I first come on, bro, Birdman told me, he said, bro, go ahead and tell your story. He said, but you're not going to get 5 minutes of fame. Nobody going to want to keep hearing from you. And man, say 5 minutes of fame. I remember that, bro. So I'm like, that was in like January, February, somewhere, 2022. We in 2024. 5 minutes of fame, he told me. That always be in my mind. I just laugh every time I think about that.
Man, on a truthful level, though, I mean, you mentioned that you've been in communication with Slim. I don't know how often, but what's up with like your interactions with Birdman nowadays?
I don't have interaction with him. I'm at a point where I love him. I'm thankful for what he done for me, but I don't look forward for that no more. All those hopes and dreams or whatever, that's out the window. Now my focus is trying to make sure I take care of my son in prison, the people I rock with, the people who depended on me, my mother, and make sure I'm good. And I'm happy with that. You know, I got people send me clothes. Like this guy sent me this. This year somebody sent me stuff. They send me clothes. They send me stuff.
Profit.
You know what I'm saying? So
you get sent you the hat too.
Yeah, somebody they sent me this. So people send me stuff. That's like when I went on No Jumper. I wore my Muslim brother Rollo sweatsuit. So I was like, you know what? I'm about to start supporting my people when I go on interviews. Wear their clothes?
That's powerful.
You know,
on Vlad, it seemed like you had on somebody's.
Yeah, they made fun of me. They clowned me on there.
Was that a black clothing line?
Yeah, bro. Okay, see, now people got to go back to the Real Life Street Star interview I did. I had a khaki outfit on with the red chucks. He had made that outfit, right? So he made me a black one with the red, and that it was like, well, it looked like he like a chef from the Red Lobster. They was going in on the comments. I like it because it let me know the people engaging. It was fun. Because my thing is, if I could be the butt of the joke to keep you from going out doing something crazy, or you want to vent or go off on me online or comment, I'm cool with that. I don't know, because it shows too, oh, he human. He could take a joke just like everybody. I could give him, you know?
Yeah.
So that was pretty cool, but they told me up. They're like, they just got on me for my Milwaukee for my suit. Oh, gee, you clean, but that thing look. One of my homies said it looked like I was going to a baby shower at the top and the wedding at the bottom. They told me my pants too big, but I was happy that they was engaging and talking about it. You know?
Yeah. You said that was your first time being honored. You know?
Yes, man.
Man, but you say you giving back to the homeless, you talking to the at-risk youth, all of that, you know, staying on a positive path.
Facts.
You don't turn nothing into something. You already had like that legend over you when you was incarcerated, but you actually coming out and taking advantage of that. And then you well-spoken, you know what I'm saying, you witty, you know, you swift with the responses. You know, I think all of that is, it plays towards the success, man, because you could just be somebody with a reputation and be dry as hell on camera or something like that, and nobody really buy into it. They just know that you're supposed to be a former stepper or something like that.
I've always had fun growing up in the hood, in jail. I've always been the type laugh, play, but when it's time to handle business, I'm handle business. But I've never been the one, like because I've always been small. So I've never been the one that had the Napoleon complex. I'm a little dude, so you're going to, you know, be mean mugging to try to look tough. I remember getting respect from this guy in my city because we was out the door. We come in this concert and we was deep, and I was coming towards them, and I was like, "Excuse me," and you know they moved to the side, but I had to say, "Excuse me." So he was a big dope boy too. He had sent word because I had a bunch of the homies with me out the Magnolia. So, you know, certain people who, when they got like 20, 30 people, they deep, they come through, they bumping you. I'm a killer already, so what you gonna do? You gonna play with me? I got that thing. But I've always had respect. I've always been the one, I'm gonna respect you, and when you get out of line, then I'm gonna bust your butt. So, you know, that goes a long way, you know. So you don't have to always be tough because you gotta keep money. There's always somebody that's tougher than you. And there's always somebody gonna challenge that. Because me and you could be in the same area. You a killer, I'm a killer. So I might be the one trying to be flamboyant, talking, acting crazy, and there's gonna be another killer watching and might feel I'm in their neighborhood or their area, he gonna try me. Whereas he know you a killer, he gonna respect you because you staying calm and you not disrespect, you not being out the way. So, you know, a lot of people feed off your energy. So I'm always get a good vibe, good energy, you know, till it's time to get out in the business. But I always try to keep that, you know, how to say, compressed.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to live that life no more, man. It's just beautiful, man.
Yeah. Man, you going on, man, salute to you for it. Because I feel like it's one thing to kind of get out of prison or have plans to change your life. When you get out of prison and get out, you can fall right back into the same trap. Like you said, you could have did if Birdman them rolled out the red carpet for you, but you talking more so about changing your mindset too. And I feel like that's just as powerful, man, because like mentally having wars, you know, that can affect you physically, spiritually, etc. You know what I'm saying? So it's dope to hear like you just got a full transformation, you know.
I tell people,
nobody's perfect though. You know
facts. But I tell people verbal abuse is worse than physical abuse. You know, so take Charleston White for example. He know how to get up under people's skin verbally. And he laugh and have fun with it. So when you allow that stuff to affect you like that, you gone. It's over for you.
What's your thoughts on Charleston White? Do y'all have a personal relationship? Y'all both in the Dallas DFW?
Yeah, we talk. I have his number. Actually, he was the first person to embrace me when I came out here to Texas. He had invited me to speak to the children in Atlanta. I interviewed him on my channel. But yeah, I like what he's doing. He getting his money. You know, he owns social media, getting his money, and people fall into the trap. So I remember when I first posted Charleston White on my Instagram, people was like, OG, man, we rock with you, but we don't like him, OG, man. Don't post him, man. You tripping, OG. You don't do that. And now everybody, oh, we get it now. Yeah, I understand him now. I like him now, you know. But I just be laughing. I be like,
you a different type of dude. It seems like you either love him or you hate him.
You either gonna love him or hate him, or you could be in the middle too. Like, okay, I understand it. Like, You know what I'm saying? Some people like, I don't like this, I don't like that, but I understand what you're doing. But if you want entertainment, you're gonna go there, you're gonna listen to what he gotta say, and you're gonna get on out the way. Just like now with him and Tia Kemp, that's like a, man, people been waiting on that, you know what I'm saying? So, but I noticed this, how people be like, a lot of people root for you, like a lot of people been rooting for Charleston White. They like to watch up, but I always tell people this, that smile don't mean I'm happy you winning. That smile mean I can't wait till you fall.
Damn.
So when he got into it with her recently, they was like, oh, he didn't met this man, oh, she about to give it to him, and da 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 da. But they don't know that man do that for a living. He been doing this for years, man. So, but she do her thing. She rumble too, you know what I'm saying? But it's like you dealing with a man that's how he make his living. Cracking jokes, going off on people, making people laugh, and just
ain't no limits to it.
Yeah, he don't got no filter, man. So
go to the flow on
you know what I'm saying? And then it's as well as with her. But Charleston know how to. He like how I say he got the bulletproof emotion, so he know you. I know you're gonna come from my children. I know you're gonna come from my woman. So that's why I talk about it too. But for most people, they love their child. They love what they people say. So they're gonna try to protect their families. So now it's gonna be a tug of war problem, and he know where to hit you at.
Has it ever been a point to where you were bothered by somebody like Charleston White? He can be very disrespectful to people who have died. You know, like for instance, like Gilly's son, or like a Pop Smoke or a Nipsey Hussle, etc. It's just like different, especially rappers. I mean, I know he normally does that as like street-oriented rappers, you know what I'm saying, per se, but you having, you know, multiple people who you've lost to gun violence, you know what I'm saying, so on and so forth. Is anything like that ever rubs you the wrong way? What do you think about him? I mean, I guess it is still a character, though, you know, but what do you think about that, like him disrespecting the dead?
I did a video on that. To my understandings, Gilly called him a rat. It's two things that you shouldn't call a man on social media: a rat and homosexual. So with Gilly calling him that, Charleston found the perfect opportunity. Gilly got a big name. So it's going back to what I always tell people: there's no rules when we online and you disrespect me. Because you disrespect me, you might look like, oh, that was minor, and I hit you with the family. So no, ain't no rules. When it's war, it's war.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's why I look at that stuff like that, and I just be like, well, if you online saying something about somebody else, you gotta just be prepared when they say something back about you. Here's the thing: nobody never wrote a guideline saying, okay, if we get into a verbal confrontation on social media, you can't say that about mothers, grandmothers, children, babies. You gotta leave that out. You gotta only. Now, if somebody did the guidelines, and YouTube would enforce those rules, okay, then you're different. You bound by that. But it's get it how you live. It's open. The lane is open, bro. So when you come for me, I'm about to show you about playing with me. So I'm about to hit you where it hurt at, because that little thing you might think that might not be big, might be big to me. So people got to be careful what they say about people, because everybody got a chance to respond back on social media. And that's why I don't get caught up in who right, who wrong. I like the entertainment. I check it out. Once I turn off social media, I'm right now, my mind is, okay, my mom cool. I got a son in prison. I got grandbabies. I got children. I got people depending on me. I got to keep my bills. I got to figure how I'm about to do this and how I'm going to do these movies. Start doing these movies. I got to have money, a budget for that. That's where my mind at. That social media stuff, that's there because I got my own problems.
No, for sure, for sure.
You know, so that's where I'm at with it.
Just say like check for this. Just say something. Just,
wow.
Oh yeah, we rolling. All right. AHumbleSoul, we checking back in, man. Took a brief intermission. Got an opportunity to see, tell me the correct term.
Terrance civilian weight.
No, I'm talking about make Salat.
Oh yeah, Officer Salat. Yeah, we would make the Salat. Yeah.
And this is something that
Officer Salat.
The last time we did our interview, you took some time out to do it too. So just, I mean, were you raised in a Christian household? Like what led to you embracing Islam?
I was in a choir. I was in the Sunbeam Choir in Gertown, or grew up Baptist. I always read the Bible. As a Muslim, we believe in the Bible. We just believe it's tampered with, and it's just different stories. And It was in 1995. I was in a parish jail with this older guy, and we was talking. And I remember following him in Salah, him teaching me stuff. But when I went and did my state bid, I didn't learn a lot of stuff. So when I got out in 96, it was this guy from the Nation of Islam coming to project. So we, people get up and run because we know he's like the Jehovah when they coming to talk. I ain't want to hear that. We gone. So we run inside. So one day he just come, he got a heavy knock. Boom, boom, boom. I'm like, man, what the? Knocking at the police, right? So I peep up my little blind as him. I'm like, man, all right, what's up, man? He said, man, I want to talk to you, black man. Let me talk to you, bro. And he was young. He had to be like a little younger than I was. So we talked. Took a ride. We talked. He invited me to the bars on Dauman in New Orleans.
What part of New Orleans is that?
It's like on Shelton too. Some people call it the East. It's downtown for sure.
Downtown.
But it's like, you got your mind like you've been there. You trying to picture it.
I just hear a lot of
how you try to get that vivid magic.
Talking cello, you were talking about the different wards and stuff. I'm just curious what part of it.
So I go downtown, Chef Mature down there. It's not too far from Dillard University down there, but you got to go down some way. So go down to Chef.
You want me to fix that for you?
I got it.
Because it is kind of hanging a little bit.
Yeah, because you got my shirt. Oh, you gonna mess all my shirt up.
That's why I was thinking. I don't want you looking crazy.
Don't worry, we good.
Oh, it just flipped over. Yeah.
But is it still on?
Say something.
Well, yo.
Yeah, we still rolling.
All right.
Yeah, all right.
So I go to the masjid. They pat us down. Took all my like a lighter, whatever stuff you have. They take it, put in a box. So you go upstairs. The men was over, the women was over, and it was youngsters just going talking. They was spitting. I'm like, man, I like that. So 98 coming around, go to feds. 99 got in the fed system. My homeboy was the minister, Grant. He's deceased now. Grant Wilson from the Ninth Ward. So, by him being the minister that I'm familiar with the Nation of Islam. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna roll with them. I didn't know the difference at the time, so I'm just soldiering and Farrakhan, and I'm just watching the video all the time. And then one day Farrakhan was like, don't worship me. What y'all gonna do when I'm dead and gone?
Wow.
So when he said that made me think like, man, you know what? You got a good point here. Let me start studying. Let me start researching. And I was talking to this brother, I want to say from St. Louis named Abdul Watsi. And I was like, it was these Christian guys having a debate with the Nation of Islam, and he was tearing them up. And I was like, yo, you heard that? He's like, yeah, I got more than that. So we go to the locker room, he showed me a lot of stuff. I said, man, I'm gonna take my Shahada again. So I took Shahada in 2005. I never forget that it was a guy who was cool. He was in the Moore sign, and I was in the corridor. Because in the penitentiaries, you got if it stormed, you could leave out your unit and go through the back door, and you can go in what you call the quarters. Everything is around in a circle inside. So they got to wait for you still to move around inside the prison. Even if it's snowing, a storm on the outside, you still could go in and go to the child hall, go to commissary, go to Lawrence. You still go through everything inside of a corridor. It's like a little box. So anyway, I'm waiting to go inside the child hall, and a bunch of the Muslims happy, dapping and hugging me. He comes storming, He said, Gangsta. I said, what's up? He said, man, what's this? I hear you took Shahada. I said, yeah, why, what's up? He said, man, the Nation of Islam, that's the black man religion, man. How you gonna lead the black man religion? He said, man, you confused. He stormed off. I said, hey. I said, you in the Moore sign, right? He said, yeah. I said, well, why you not in the Nation of Islam? Apparently you confused. And everybody started laughing at him. And he had never spoke to me for like a whole year that we was there. We was in USP McQuarrie. So August of 2005, I made a decision. I was like, no more cussing, no more using the N-word. And I just started rolling with it. And since 2005 August, haven't said a cuss word, haven't used the N-word. And I believe, like, when I go to thinking evil thoughts, thinking crazy stuff, I pray. And prayer, that has helped me. Muslims, we believe when we prostrate, we close to God. So you can talk and ask for stuff, So I have to pray, no matter where I'm at. I pray in the airport, everywhere I'm going to pray. I have to pray 5 times a day. Since I've been Muslim, I have just a prayer. And I pray every time I pray and ask God to continue to give me the strength to pray. Because I notice out here in society, time go by so fast. So you'd be like, you want to do this, but then you'll be like, okay, I'm going to do it a little later. And time get to pass. Before you know it, you be behind salads. Before you know it, you don't want to make up all the salads. Then you start doing one salad here, there. Before you know, you ain't doing no more salads. Yeah. You ain't going to Jew mall. You're not fulfilling your obligations you're supposed to do. I believe that God got me out of prison, so I'm not going to turn my back on God. Now, let me make this clear. God don't need us. We need God. Sure. I always tell the brothers that in the prison system. So, with me being out here, me keeping this line close to me, it helps me, keeps me focused. If I do get frustrated or do get upset, but when I pray, I feel a lot better, more at ease, more calm, more, it helps me. And I pray that I die Muslim.
Are you the type of person who attempts to influence like your loved ones or close peers to embrace Islam if they're Christian, or have another that believe in another religion, or you pretty much just do your own thing and accept them as they are?
My mother Christian, diehard, love her church, her pastor. I always mess with about them ties she always get to that pastor. I said, Mom, I'm gonna start being in church. But to answer your question, because it's a tax exam. But to answer your question, I don't force Islam on nobody. And I don't let nobody force their religion. But we can sit down and have a respectful conversation. But I respect the fact that my mother don't try to, why I didn't raise you like that, boy? I respect that. She respect what I do. I respect what she do. And we get along fine, me and my mother. I'm talking about fine. My mother been there for me, since from a baby till now. Some people mother will be like, if you go to jail, boy, I ain't coming down step. Don't call me. Man, juvenile jail, I had juvenile life. My mother every step of the way. When I went and did my state bid at WCI, my mother there every step of the way. When I got locked up for the feds, my mother did the whole bid with me every step of the way.
Man, can you, I didn't have my mom passed away 5 months after she had me, so I never had the opportunity to really experience what it was like to have a mom. I had my father though, but all my friends had their moms and no dad. So it was like vice versa. Right. But they used to always tell me like, I don't know how you can live without having a mom. It's like a special type of love. So like as a youngster to now, you still have a close bond with your moms.
Everybody think of my mother baby, and I'm the middle child. I've been the most, the trouble the most. But me and my mother are real close. She know everything about me.
Everything?
Literally, yes.
And doesn't judge you?
Not at all, no. She knows I'm talking about street stuff. My mother was shot.
Talk about that.
During the war with the Calio. She was shot. I almost said his name. But it's one of them guys that was in a car that I know was in the car. When they opened fire, they were trying to hit my little brother's friend. My little brother hit the ground. The dude, shout out to Terry. He hit the ground. Donuts go all over the place. So my little brother didn't hear the dude. Oh, we got his brother. We killed his little brother. And they scared. So the car was up in the driveway. The bullet went through the trunk, went to the back seat. It hit my mother. I was in Des Moines, Iowa, about to go in a club. My beeper go off. 911, what the world? Man, I'm talking about, the club is like the little shopping centers. It had a club connected to the shop.
Yeah.
It was so crowded. I'm in this long line. I made it to the door. I see the club jumping. I step inside this part. I got a payphone right here. And I got one more door to go in and get in it. Well, the action. My beeper go off, 911. I had to turn around, waiting all this long time in line. Now I got to turn around because it's my 911, right? So, the audio good?
He was fixing it the first time because the shirt was.
Yeah, it was kind of hanging down.
You got to fix it straight right before.
He needed me to do it. Man. You tried to do it on your own, man.
You the professional.
But so you say you got right in and right before you was about to get into the action, but the phone.
Yeah, man, my beeper go off, so I got to turn around, go back outside, call my baby mother. What's up? She said, "They say your mother's car got shot up." So I was like, hold on. I hung up, called my mom. So I hear my mother walking fast. Like, Mama, where your car at? Oh, it's outside. I said, "No, Mama, it ain't outside." I hit the name of this. She said, "Well, Shedrick got it, my little brother." I said, "Mama, you don't get Shedrick's car because he don't put gas in it." I said, listen, I heard the car got shot up. Boy, I'm all right. Stay where you at. You all right? What? I'm on my way back. So as I'm packing up my stuff, getting ready to go back to New Orleans, in my mind is I'm going to kill their grandmothers, their children. I'm just going to kill everybody. But on that ride back from the bus, on that Greyhound bus ride from Illinois or Des Moines, Iowa, which is right by Illinois, to ride on that Greyhound bus all the way back to New Orleans, now your mind start, you got a chance to think. So I'm like, well, it's going to be all over the city that your mother got shot. So you got to think for you and them. Because they're going to be waiting on you, and you're going to wind up going there and go to get the death penalty. Because I knew where everybody, grandmothers, uncles, aunties, where everybody stayed at, because we all hung together. We always used to literally run together. So I was like, oh, I'm about to go strike over here. But as I'm riding, I'm like, no. Then when I got to the city, one of them sent word, like, it would tell Gangsta we wasn't trying to hit his mother. We was trying to kill his little brother, though. Sure. So it's like, all right, cool. I'm with that. That's cool. I respect that. But, the wall's still there. So it's like, it's on. It's on. But my mindset was just that I'm going to pick them off one at a time. I'm going to pick them off. Because, see, it was deep, and it wasn't that many of us. So y'all going to always have a funeral. We not, because it's three of us. We can hang together. We know where each other at. We can, hang out.
Oh, so your mom made a full recovery? Or
yeah, it just bullet went in, like a little glance to her shoulder, somewhere back up in there. But me and moms, bro, I'm talking about, she know my case. She know about the bodies. She know about all that stuff. I don't hide nothing from my mother. Because my mother used to always tell us, if somebody kill y'all, I'm not putting y'all in no suit and all the time about my child was a good boy. I know y'all out here being bad. And my mother used to always tell us, she would tell us, don't have no drugs in my house, but y'all can have a gun in here. Because she knew the life would live. But I was like, Mama, listen, if you find some drugs in here, don't throw it away, because somebody might have front us or something and we can get killed. My mama be like, don't have no drugs in my house, boy, but y'all can have these guns. Because she know, the life we were living. But I'm just thankful that she's always been up for me. And I don't hide her. She's not one of the mothers where you be like, oh, my baby was in the sun being quiet. My baby went to school. My baby was in a marching band. He played football. My child ain't bad. She know. So with that, she'll tell you, better get yourself together. Get your life together right with God. And of course, she going to feel like her religion is the best, But a few times we might, I mean, well, Mama, what this say in the Bible? We go back, but it's my mother, you know what I'm saying? So I'm never going to respect my mother. But, we have our little debates.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And after that, we just laugh and play. And I just I respect that she don't, like, she be trying to fast during Ramadan with us. Wow. You know what I'm saying? But like I say, she Christian, Baptist, her pastor, Reverend Hall, had been that man for over 40-something years, been her pastor, and Little Zion Baptist Church in Gertown, but my mother just respect what I do, I respect what she do, and we don't have those run-ins. She cooks, wash the dish. I wash it sometimes, but my job is really bring the trash out all the time. But man, it's just beautiful, man. Have bounds, bro. And when I thought I lost my mother, I cried, because you only get one mother, and I cherish those moments. Like, me and her go to Walmart together. We ride all around. We hang out.
When you say you thought you lost her, were you talking about that incident?
For Katrina. Nah, for Katrina.
Oh, what's up? Oh, so she stayed back during the hurricane? Or she didn't evacuate? Or?
No, what it was, her father. My grandfather died at 102.
Wow.
So this was like, I want to say he was in his 90s somewhere.
102. Wow.
So he died at 102. He died at 102.
It ain't like that no more, man.
No, my grandfather used to come, when he come visit me, we used to sit down, and he was jet black with blue eyes. He would sit down, and we would just watch the women. I'd be like, Daddy, she got a fat butt. He was like, yeah, I got pictures of my grandfather, man. So my grandfather didn't want to leave out the house.
Yeah.
And my mother was, the water was rising there, and my mother was crying. She was telling one of my daughter's mother, like, I want to leave, but I'm not going to leave my dad in his house by himself. So after I had talked with her, I was like, well, what's going on now? She said, Terrance, the house underwater. Boy, listen, crazy. I was in USP McQuarrie crying.
That's crazy.
My Muslim brother, everybody coming over there talking to me. You gotta be patient. Allah gonna bless you. I was like, my iman is not as high as yours, because I just took shahada. So I'm just looking at like, Mama love, my mother, the lady that, she worked at the Sheraton Hotel. I used to go on Canal Street, and she'd be like, I'm gonna buy you something from the store. I go, steal out the store, get caught. She'll pay for the polo side, give them away to somebody. Like, it was to the point where I just steal some of them. My mama would make me put my hands in my pocket when we go in the store together. Yeah, so I remember one time her being at work and I had got her the G20 Infinity. I used to get in trouble so much or do so much stuff. So when I went to her job, security, all of them knew me. So it's like, man, I need to speak to my mom. Tell her to come down. So mom come down. She said, what's wrong? Because somebody always getting shot or killed. So I was looking at her, I don't say nothing. She said, Terrance, talk, what's going on? I said, come on, mom, we got to go. So we walking down, we walk out, busted open. I had the G20 Infinity with the balloon on it. She said, oh, thank. I had bought the car to her job for her so she could just, you know, go to work, go back and forth to work, go home when she.
Oh, you bought her a car?
Yeah, the Infinity. Yeah, the G20 Infinity. That's the same car.
The same one you was talking about
that they shot. Yeah.
Are you serious, man?
Yeah, I bought it to her job. Yeah, it's in my federal paperwork. The Fed, because you know, Fed watched everything. I didn't know Fed having phone tap at the time, right? So it's in my federal paperwork. I got my mother G20 Infinity. First, I got mine in March. I don't know the date. I don't want to say the date, get it wrong, but I got it on my paper. Of 1997, I got the QX4 Infinity off the showroom floor. Then I got my mother her Infinity like a week later.
And for the people tuning in thinking like, dang, it's just an Infinity. Back then, what was an Infinity, like a Benz or something?
Yeah, that was what I was about to say. Here's the thing. I'm happy you said that, man, because now I'm almost like, I used to love Infinities back then. Shout out to Sherelle. She was like, my older daughter, she was like, I come home from doing my state I was like, I want to get a Lexus. Terrance, nah, that's get Infinity. That's the white folks car. Ain't no too many people ain't driving no Infinity. Sure. I was like, I don't want no Infinity. What is Infinity? What you talking about? I know Mercedes. I don't want no Infinity. So when the guy showed it to me, I was like, yeah, I want that. I got the green one, bro. I got a license plate made with "Bow to the Man" on it. And man, I just fell in love with that car. Then when it came out with the SUV, I hold one door, the man hold the other door, and it was a guy. It was a same color my shorts with the beige at the bottom in California. There was one truck out there. The first person had bought it, and then I was the second person to buy it. So I always have the first one in New Orleans with it. But I got that truck, man. Then I got a license. I went to the shopping center and got a picture of me put on my license plate. What I'm jealous of myself.
I saw that on the Truth Be Told Instagram. It's a picture of your license. It's a picture, I think, you holding your license plate. You found it or something?
Yeah, we've been through Katrina and everything. I still got that license plate.
Yeah, I saw
it was
that.
A picture of me on it with my camouflage on. And that's crazy because I was at war with these people in my city, but I got my billboard, my picture on my, so they didn't know this, and they shot my truck up too with my brother in it. Yeah. But yeah, we was living dangerous. That's why I be saying a lot of stuff they doing now, we was doing the same stuff back then.
Just no social media.
Right. And I was like, we had social media, I think it'd been worse. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, my mother, bro, everything to me, man. That lady been there for me, still rocking with me, hold me down.
How is she, like, so we talking about decades later, like, how is she now? She still, like, in good spirits, good health and all that?
Yeah.
That's
a little grumpy, a little grouchy from time, you know. A little bipolar kick in.
Yeah.
Mom, you know what I'm saying? Bro? That's moms, you know what I'm saying? It's like, sometimes she might just shut her door, and I might don't see her for like 2-3 days, but I text her, I mean, I'll give her respect. You need something from the store, but I pretty much know everything she likes. So if I go to Walmart, I'm gonna go buy milk, go buy certain stuff. I know she like them little corn chips. I'm gonna get the stuff I know mom was like and just put it in there because I know what she like. Like, you know, I've studied her since I've been home, you know. But for the most part, fine, everything perfect.
Oh, that's a blessing. That's a blessing.
Now I'm gonna be honest, she don't too much want to be in Texas now. It took a little minute because she was in New Orleans. Because, you know, in New Orleans, you got a corner store just about everywhere. A church just about everything, you know, because it's so small, everything.
It's spread out here.
Right, here you got to, so she be like, she making it work, but she missed that city. She missed home.
Did she ever go back? Or?
All the time.
Oh, okay.
But that's the thing I was about to say. That lady that miss home, she'll fly back to New Orleans, and then when she get back up, she call me. I miss her. I'm ready to come back, Terrance. I'm mad I came down here and da-da-da. I don't want to hear that. But right now, I'm having a ball. I'm chilly, you know what I'm saying? But, and she just started flying, right?
Yeah.
But you ain't gonna believe the flight, the airplane, the what you call it, the place she like to fly. The
airline?
The airline she like to fly through. You ain't gonna believe
which one she like?
And she just got on her phone and she just make her little reservation to fly. Yes.
It ain't Delta?
No.
Spirit?
That's her favorite one, Spirit.
Why?
It's cheap. She paid $40 to fly to New Orleans.
Oh, what about the quality though?
But if she okay, cause this is her first time flying, so my mama be like, As long as she can get on the flight, they get her there. She don't care.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I put her on American Airlines before. She was like, to her, boy, this cheap here. I want to fly this. All right, man. You know what I'm saying?
She economical.
And she not do it not herself. So sometimes I be like, Mama, I don't want to go on the one you like, but book me a one for airlines or book me for Delta. Or so. All right, boy. Yeah, she got to do it better than me.
And was she in her 70s?
She actually 70.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, she just turned. Oh, she just.
Well,
70.
hold on. She born in 53, November. So where they put her at?
Oh yeah, so she around 70, yeah. Cause my dad, he was born in. Nah, hold on, my dad.
She's 71 this year. She's 70.
Oh,
God, where she be 71 November this year.
That's a blessing, man.
Yeah, no. Let me tell you what's crazy. I'm born November 4th. One of my sons is born November 6th. My other son, that's in the Fed, my youngest son I'll tell you about, he born November 19th, the same day as her.
Same day as your mom.
Man, when that little boy come out, I remember we was in the hospital, and my mama say, "Oh, Aunt Terrance, he gonna cut me out." Hey, what you talking about? And it hit me. I said, "Oh, it's her birthday on his same day."
That's crazy.
So she know now I got a son on your day. So a lot of stuff I just give you with mama.
So two Scorp. So you and one of your kids is Scorpios.
Well, I don't believe in that zodiac stuff.
You don't believe, but your mom. No. Oh, okay. No.
Yeah, I'm born November 4th. One of my sons November 6th. Slim November 11th. My son November 19th. My mother November 19th. Yeah.
Man, why did they not to veer off for a second? Why did they shoot? Was your little brother in the streets too?
No.
They just was on to hurt somebody that was close to you.
Right.
Oh, okay.
Right. So, well, let me say this. My little brother was in the street at one time because he was in jail for attempt murder. He was beefing with some of the dudes in the project. They had a little short beef. He went to jail. I was like, my mama, "Oh, I'm gonna get my bail." I said, "No, leave him alone. We ain't bonding him out." He wanted to show him. So he was in jail. Of course, everybody, that's Gangsta little brother, so he made it through that. But after that, he ain't been in no more trouble since. He don't have a felony or nothing.
Oh, that's a blessing.
Yeah, he got up out of that quick. You won't see how this life is? So he got a taste of that, went to jail. After that, he squared up.
Is he still in New Orleans?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, married and everything.
Oh, that's a blessing.
Yeah. He
Shout out to him, man.
Yeah.
You mentioned a couple of, so altogether, like fatherhood for you at this point in your life, you a celebrity, you know what I'm saying? You in Texas, so you relocated. You're not, where I don't know if the majority of your family's still in Louisiana, or if your kids are in Louisiana, but how is that like fatherhood for you at this point in time, considering you did, decades behind the wall and all of that, Like, what's that relationship like with your kids?
Let me say this. I don't believe I'm a celebrity. Because I got on YouTube. I hear what you're saying. Hold on. Hear me out. I got on YouTube talking smack. Talking about some old stuff, right? It did my thing, went viral, do all that, right? I look at celebrities like rappers, movie actors, people like that, right? And I know people no, I don't look at that like that. But with that being said, shout out to all my baby mothers because when I was in prison, they always made sure I saw my children. I've never had a problem with seeing my children. Never. If one of my baby mothers come in, they go get the other one. And at the time I had 10. I got one now. I got a new one born now. He's a month old now. But I've never had a problem with my baby mothers. And shout out to Birdman, shout out to Slim because they gave me money and helped pay for my daughter's college tuition.
Wow.
Well, one of my daughters graduated from Howard University, one graduated from Tulane University. So they played a part in, two of my daughters going to high school, this little all-girls school around St. Charles, Ursuline, where you had to pay. Like, we still literally had to pay tuition for high school. I would pay one, and my baby mother would pay one.
That's top tier then.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? The male daughter, all the daughters should go there.
Oh, yeah.
So,
top notch education.
Yeah, and cash money, taking care of me, I'm taking care of my children. So I've always had a good rapport with them. Like now, I have a very outstanding rapport now because they all grown. I ain't got to worry about nothing now. All my children grown. Well, I got a new one now, but
you said a month old.
But for I appreciate it. I let me know that stuff still work. So y'all better be careful. So anyway, man. But I never had no baby mama drama. Never had that. I don't have no.
Even while you were incarcerated, nothing.
No baby mama drama. Because like I say, once I got the life in 20, I knew I was in prison. So now my thing was surviving in here, and can I see my children? I've always taken care of my children from the streets, so when I went to the feds, I could have been, look, I'm exempt right now, y'all. I got life, 20 years, I need all my money to fight these people, but no, I had cash money, sending me $2,000, $3,000, $20,000, but just hitting my head. I did a video the other day where I got my envelope where they had to send the money out or a check, and then it had got to the point where they had told their accountant in Manhattan, hey, whenever Terrance called, just send it to him. Don't, cause I would call, be like, hey, I need $2,500. She'd be like, she'll call Brian or Ronald.
I got you.
And she'll tell him, hey, Terrance say he need this, and they're like, go ahead, send it to him. So him and Slim got together, they got together, like, listen, just send him whatever he need. And then I started paying attention to Universal. Every quarter, Universal would give them like $1 million, like 1.2 million or something like that. I used to have it down on paper. It was every quarter, so I would know too. Like, okay, I'm gonna get in that budget. Hey, send me this, and that lady was just sending it. Shout out to Miss Gordon. But yeah, so I've never had problems with my children's mother. And another thing was this: when I was locked up, I didn't try to control their vagina, something that we don't have no control over. That's the problem with men when they go to prison, trying to you was a killer, you was a drug dealer, you did all that, you in jail, now them women don't want to hear that. So the minute you get in your psychological thinking that all that shot call and all that's over with, you're going to be better off. Stop trying to control between the women's legs. My motto in prison was, as long as I got their mind and their heart, I could handle it from, go to this, take care of it from, I'm good. And that's, bro, every prison I went to visit. My mother visited me everywhere I went. It was one time I hadn't called home for a while. She called baby. He got her flew out there and had a car to pick her up. She told the man, go ahead, Lee, don't wait out here. I don't want any people watching me. So the call, I'm like, I was in my cell reading a book, and the lady waiting visit. I said, who that is? Because I don't want no special visit, no surprise visit, because I want to have a haircut. I want to be fresh. I had braids back then, actually.
Oh, yeah,
so,
I saw the pictures.
Yeah, so I'm chilling in my cell. I wasn't expecting no visit. It was my mother. I was like, man, she said, I hadn't heard from you, boy. I was worried. And I was like, oh, all right. But other than that, man, right now to this day, my baby mother, some of them married, they had a man, and we all cool.
And same with your children. No,
everybody, look, I'm the people champ. All my children, even my grandbabies love me.
So how is that like? So the separation between you and like a not Slim, but Bert, is he still like in your like?
Yeah, he love my children.
Like,
yeah, my children. Well, I know for sure, two of my daughters, they don't give him a break. They on his top. Like Dad, I talked to Uncle Brian, Uncle Bert. Oh yeah, all right. Because and one thing I learned too about what Birdman too. Them two daughters there, one of them famous in the city. I don't really too much talk about her. She's famous in the city anyway, and they both work for Microsoft. So they both have good jobs, no children. So they don't got no overhead. So who would a father or uncle would love to talk to those because they ain't calling begging. They just call to talk. So you're like, I can't wait. I'm gonna call her. What girl? Where you at? Why you hit me up? You know what I'm saying?
Just
so
checking in.
Yeah. So
no
it's always
motive or nothing.
Right. Them children be dad. But yeah. Everybody, bro. Everybody get along. Everything fine. Like I said, I just have. Actually, I'm working on now trying to get I can't get all of them together because I got maybe 15 grandchildren, maybe 16. I stopped counting. But I'm trying to work on my son that's in the Fed. He have two little girls by two different women. I'm trying to get those two together because I want to spend time with those two. But man, and then you got to keep in mind, bro. When I was young, I was handsome and nice looking, and in my older age, still look good. I look better than some of these little 23-year-olds that's on them pills, right? So here's the thing. I know I'm every baby mother's dream, but they can't have me now, you know what I'm saying? So why you looking over there like, what's good? But listen, bro, so they can't have me now, so at the end of the day, I'm just enjoying life, they just got to look at me from afar.
So what's the youngest? Is it a boy or a girl?
A little boy.
Dang, you got a son.
Little son, man. Yeah. I'm mad with the mother, though. I'm mad with the mother. She named the little boy. Man, I don't want to say that name, but I'm going to change that name.
For real?
Yeah, I'm changing that name once the paperwork get back. Because, on what I respect about her, we got to take a blood test. Even though she knows, but just so you, because you know how my mind get to wondering, girl, hold up, girl, you weigh, so take the blood test. So yeah, we get the paperwork. I got to change that name. Yeah, I got to change that name. I don't like that name. She named him.
What's it looking like for your son that's incarcerated right now?
Well, actually, he have 15 years right now for drugs and a gun, and then he's tied on a RICO case. So they getting up for trial. He ready to rumble with him, but I'd be like, boy, if they give you 30, boy, better take the 30. Lay down, I'm out here. I gotta make sure you're okay. But right now he have 15 already, and he's fighting. And here's the thing: he's charged with 2 homicides. But in the indictment, they got a homicide when he was 16 years old, but he's an adult now, so they can't charge him with it. But I told him to be careful. I said, if you plead out to those 2 homicides, be careful, because they'll try to use relevant conduct and give you a life behind that one, how they did me. Because see, the law changed when we was in there. That's how my co-defendant was able to get off it, was if it's not relevant conduct, then you can't charge them with it. So what they did was they threw it in his indictment. They said if it's not in your indictment, if the prosecutor haven't put the stuff in the indictment, then they can't come and enhance you with all these upward departures. So they got slick and put it in there. He had this murder on this day here, this person here, when he was 16 years old. I'm like, what the purpose? Why y'all got this in here? So I told him be careful with that. They'll try to use relevant conduct or try to hit him within the scope of the conspiracy. He was a juvenile. Still show the judge, like, look at the history of him from a juvenile to now.
Yeah.
Because my son didn't get in trouble until he was 18 years old. When he'd never been to juvenile jail. When he turned 18 years old, he caught the first gun case.
So they just went back and said that he did it at 16?
Yeah. Yeah, and he got in his indictment,
So was he trying to like follow in your footsteps, or was it just lack of guidance? What do you think led him down that similar path?
Both, I'm in prison. He hearing those stories, so it's like, oh, my dad. And like I say, I always thought he was riding dirt bikes. I ain't gonna lie, I'm like one of the ones, like, I ain't gonna be naive, and I know, but his little forehead was sore for us too. Like, Dad, all I do is be riding my dirt bike. So I'm thinking, oh man, my boy, because every time I call home, everybody tell me how he ride them bikes. People from all out of state come ride with him. So I said, so you the best one in the city? He said, no, Dad, I got like 2 friends that's better than me, but everybody like him, so they all come ride with him from all out of state. So I was just like, okay, and I would make sure he have at least 6 pair of tennis shoes or sneakers to wear to school. I'm flooding with shoes every year, so.
From prison?
Yeah, I did everything from prison. That's a fact.
Yeah.
Bro, listen to me. Not one. You notice this? I've been home 2 years in 5 months, going on 6 months. Not one baby mother came forward on social media and say he deadbeat or he didn't do nothing for my child when he was in prison. I took care of all my children in prison.
Man.
All of them, because I had the money. Birdman and Slim was dropping it like it's hot.
If you could like guesstimate how much you got from them during your entire bid, what would you think it was?
I would say $500,000.
Damn, so definitely over 6 figures.
But I now.
Oh, you said $500,000.
Yeah. Now I would say this.
Over 100.
Birdman, you let him say it's gonna be $1 million. He gonna add, right? But I'm gonna say $500,000. It could have been over $500,000, but I went with a plate for $375,000. The lady cut the check, right? And man, I was like, oh man, I didn't know the lady. I played like I said I told her, but I ain't that lady gonna do that. So I got it, checked, and I held it for like 90 days, but I gave it back. Cause he was crying about that money.
$375,000 in the feds, man.
No. She sent it to my bank. I had a credit union out in Pensacola. So she would cut the check to my credit union. Certain big checks she would cut and send it to my credit union.
While you're in the feds?
Yeah. I was in the Fed.
So, and then you say you taking care of people though. I don't know if you was into some other stuff too, but
well, yeah, he cut me off because in the Fed you got homeboy people, and you ain't gonna just spend your money. So you might dip and dab, get a little here, give him a little drug. Here you go to homies.
Okay.
Cause you got to feed them hyenas. You got to feed the homies. Cause you ain't helping them homies, feed them homies. When something go down, they gonna just let you feed you to the wolves. Mm-hmm. So I don't care how tough you are. If you get money, you got something, you're going to have to look out for somebody or show love to somebody, because when they go down, they're going to protect you at all costs. So what I used to do is, certain homies, If they got certain drugs on the compound or something, I might invest in it and get it and give it to them. Here, y'all go do y'all thing. Or if I got an office, I could get cigarettes. Here you go. Let the homies hustle, get their stuff together. Because, you know what I'm saying? So to go down, it's like, okay, man, now the homie taking care. And you know what I'm saying? So
You show love.
I went to the hole for an investigation for drugs when I was in the penitentiary. So my mama called him and told him Birdman that. He was like, oh, if he locked up for drugs, I can't deal with him no more. And he cut me off for 6 months. That's how long I did in the hole. But I understood it because it was like, your name all in my paperwork. I'm on investigation for, you've been under investigation for drugs. We sending you money like you don't want for nothing.
No reason.
Why would you be doing that goofy stuff? But they don't understand what goes on in prison. Like, federal is different from state.
Break that down.
State, say me you out the neighborhood or we from the same city. Me and you might get into it, might be isolated. Or a homie off my block might jump in and help me fight it, but it might be 2, 3 of us, whatever. In the feds, Louisiana, Texas, Georgia, Florida, Alabama, Mississippi, Tennessee, it's like 12 southern states. We all together, so I might be in cell with a guy from Texas or Florida. I ain't never knew in my life, but this is my homeboy. I gotta protect him. Gotta make sure he okay. He protecting me, making sure I'm okay. We ride with one another. I'm talking about we really going to war, fighting or stabbing. The opposite. So in the feds, you might have 200 men go to wreck y'all, and there might be 20, 30, or 40, or 50 of y'all go to war. So now y'all go to war, whatever, and now they gonna run y'all off the compound. Y'all got to go. So now you got some thorough, real stand-up gangsters amongst this 20, 30, or 40, or 50. But it's 200, 300 of these men. They outnumbered. They got to go. They're gonna get killed. Yeah. So it's a difference, man. Like at one time, like the Muslims, they be like Latinos, like the Paisas, certain Latin gangs be deep on compounds, right? The Mexicans. So the Muslims is a lot of us, 200, 300, 400 of us sometimes be on compounds.
Deep, no.
So when Muslims, like one time Muslims got into it with the GDs.
Damn.
So the GDs couldn't walk Pollock compound or Big Sandy at one time because the Muslims was deep. DC and the Muslims. So when DC already don't have a state, so they deep in the Fed. So when you got Muslims that's from DC, so they homeboys sometimes be codified, so they all gonna come together. So now you got a big car, and it's like, listen, man, they can't walk. They hit our man a little. They can't walk this compound. Then slowly but surely, certain people get shipped out. They might start letting them back walk the compound.
Man, what do you think when they say like even Muslim like religions are like gangs too? So in prison, y'all the big like one of the biggest. I don't want to. I'm not trying to.
I know. I'm trust me. Listen, because I've had these talks, bro. Trust me, you very respectful. That's why I like being on your channel. And this is what I tell people to that. They say, man, y'all Muslims, y'all just like a gang. Y'all running. Okay, here's the thing. This is the question to you and the people in the comments. Before there is gangs, there is religion, right? So let's go to the Old Testament with the 10 Commandments. So there was rules, right? Mm-hmm. So the Christian, the people who followed those 10 Commandments, whoever they were, they had to go by those guidelines back in the days, right? So now Islam, we got a protocol. Your Muslim brother is sacred. Take care of your brother. This, and this. So now, just because we enforcing our religious ways, we a gang. But if Christians who are the deepest on compounds would stop being Sunday Christian brothers and be brothers every day, they will be the deepest and the biggest. But it's deep for some reason. They love Jesus, they love that Bible, but after that, that's as far as it go. They not holding on to their fellow brothers. They not. Now, you got some penitentiaries, some of them, the Christians, they go hard, they stick together, but it's not everywhere. So that's why the Muslims, we get seeked out as a gang because my brother blood is sacred. So if you touch him, you're going to have, like, we have a Sharif, right?
What's a Sharif?
Sharif is like the little, no, that's the Imam, we talking about the leader. The Sharif is like a security squad. They the ones that go out and go enforce the rules or go check, see what's going on. Okay. How I used to tell who the Sharif staff is, when I hit a compound, it may be anywhere from 10 to 20 of them out on the rec yard working out. So when you see them brothers buff working, like, okay, that's Sharif staff. Okay, that's the Imam right there. You might have a few people walking with the Imam. Okay, that's the first Amir. You got the Majali staff. So I used to just peep out who is what, and I would get cool with people on the Sharif staff because I know when I get to certain prisons, I got drugs, I got certain so if they hear about certain stuff, they put it on y'all, man, what's that, man? What's that? What's going on with y'all? We hearing this, they put it up on you,
Right.
So I'm already knowing what's going on. You know what I'm saying? I should get on them, be cool. But I had a problem with that because I used to be like, if you hate rats, you don't like guys who cooperate, but you will be in here policing your brother or policing this kind of stuff. So some people will do certain stuff and won't read or study. They just hear what people are doing and go about how they want to do it. So me and a lot of other guys, we would step at them like, no, bro, we not going to bring baggage to the dean. Like, you got some people, and this is sad, where you have Crips and Bloods on a Musella, that's the rug we pray on, with their shoes on, with their knives on.
Wow.
Got the Crips over here, got the Bloods, so I'm like, y'all praying right now, but y'all ready to go to war, stab each other up.
Anytime.
You know what I'm saying? That just, I be like, you can't bring gang banging to your religion. You shouldn't. They do it. Like I say, they will really literally be like, yeah, I'm a blood. But then they'll say, I'm a blood, or I'm a Crip, or I'm a GD. But this is just my religion. Okay, but here's the problem with that. When you on a compound, and you a GD, and when you come on, they go like, what's up, folks? You on count? Yeah, I'm on count. So now you're running with the folks, but you go on the Juma. So what if the Muslim and the GD get into it? What are you going to do? Where your loyalty lies at. Yeah. So I always said, bro, you can't serve two gods, bro. You going to rock with your religion God, or you going to run with your homeboys, your crew, the gang members. What are you going to do? And that's why in the penitentiary you have all blood cells. You might have all Crip cells. You have all Muslim cells. You're going to have all Aryan brotherhood. Everybody sleep by each other. So you're not going to see no black cell, white cell, Mexican cell, because if it's a war, as soon as they pop them doors, if the Mexican hit the blacks and we lock down, as soon as we come up, we trying to go hit one of them. So you're not going to see us sleeping by each other, because when they pop them doors, you can crush one of them right there. So you're going to always have your gang, your homies, everybody going to sleep. They call it real estate. Prison got a lot of politics. When you responsible for 200-300 men, it's a headache, because you got homeboys that will go borrow stuff, give people drugs, don't want to pay them back, and now they might stab the person, go to war. You don't know what's going on. You come in, it's a big wall jump on you, like, what's going on? You got to protect yourself because they come and attack you. You could be in church. If the South get into it with the West Coast, you got to react. When you get to the hole, you're going to find out what's going on. Damn. Man, that stuff, that's why I be telling. And a lot of people can't fathom this because they haven't been there, and I understand it. But I've seen people, bro, lose their life. I've seen people short to go home, he can get a life sentence. You know what I'm saying? You be 1 minute you doing good, everything. Federal like this, everybody chilling right now. We out hanging out from 0 to 100 that fast. War, stabbing and fighting and bruh, lockdown. You know what I'm saying? So,
just
man,
like that.
Just like that. Done. Yeah, bro.
So you can never really get too comfortable.
No, not no penitentiary. First thing, as soon as they pop the doors in the morning, what's gonna happen? Your cellie gonna get up. You gonna step outside the door. He gonna brush his teeth, get himself together, put his shoes, boots on. You gotta have your shoes, boots on all day, every day in the pen. You got some people that go sneaky, take a nap, and tell them, "Look, man, I'm gonna go take a nap, man. Hold me now. All right, got you." But for the most part, you up. Even for the shower, you might have two homies standing by the shower while you shower. And you know, some people, man, nobody about to be doing that. I ain't that gay stuff. But if you go by the shower by yourself, and if it's a war, the white guys, they gonna kill you in that shower. There's a man got killed back in the days when DC and Aryan brother was beefing. He was from Memphis, I think. Pimp, ain't no better. Went to that shower by himself, solo. They killed him because he didn't know what was going on. He just thinking, man, I ain't got nothing. But you black. Yeah, man, that stuff gets serious, man. And the people who got to be shower duty, when the ones who first come to the joint, you first get off the bus, you know, all right, man, you on shower duty. Shower, what you? Man, you got to stand up and hold the homie down. You know, while the homie shower, you got to post out your knife
really
on you.
Protecting somebody's life.
Yeah, man, you got to, because your life could be in danger too.
So, overall, it wasn't just a smooth ride for you while you was incarcerated? Aside from financially, but like... day to day, like, was it a lot of like turmoil, a lot of friction?
Sometimes it be my homeboys. Yeah. Like I've never had problems. Like I caught a stabbing behind one of my Muslim brothers from DC claiming the table. He got into it with the dude, but this ain't your table. So I almost killed the dude behind. I got the paperwork for that. I got caught with a 10-inch shank in my cell.
Man.
So, but like majority of the problems, it be either one of my Muslim brothers or one of my homeboys that got into it, and I'm trying to work it out. Or it just go too far sometime. Like one time in Yazoo, New Orleans is arrogant and cocky. So New Orleans had a thing. New Orleans and Baton Rouge clicked together. So they'll look at Monroe and Shreveport like country boy, like, man. So I was like, nah, hold on. We have a meeting. We the boot. We all together. And one time, Jackson, Mississippi, just like that. They feel like other parts of Mississippi, country boy, like, you know, because we was in Yazoo and Jackson, Mississippi, they was kind of deep.
They supposed to be
yeah, the little city, you know what I'm saying, the capital or whatever. But they was like,
they're the big dogs.
right, you know what I'm saying, Mississippi. So and this what happened. When my homies in the gym playing basketball, one of the homies from Hammond swung on a dude from Mississippi, from Jackson, Louisiana took them dudes lightly to play with, right? So what happened was, the next morning, now Mississippi was deep there because we in Yazoo, but Jackson was kind of like by themselves. They had to pull away from the Mississippi car. So, but they had like about 25, 30 deep. So the next morning, 25 of us got up, but everybody from New Orleans, Louisiana, period, didn't get up because they felt like, oh, them boys, them country boys, they ain't gonna do nothing. Them dudes got up about their business, ready to work.
Or you underestimated it.
Yeah, so we were still 25 and 25, right?
Even, yeah.
We go down there by the unit, so it's a standoff. So one of the dudes tell one of my Muslim brothers named K, he's from Kenner. He said, who's speaking for Louisiana? He said, man, me, what's up? He said, man, my homie right here want to go one-on-one with your homie. But when I got there, I had to change. I said, listen, ain't no one-on-one. One fight, everybody fight. So he was like, man, we don't do one-on-ones. So the dude from Mississippi say, man, you see all these dudes out here, bro, from Mississippi? And my homie said, well, you see all these dudes out here from Louisiana? So it's like, we, you know, and some of my homies had real knives, you know. So I don't know what they had. I'm pretty sure everybody had their weapons too, but they was ready to wreck. And here's the thing. So you got a man lieutenant. The lieutenant's coming by. We ain't must pay him no attention. The minute a lady, she was SAS, Miss Dawson, came out, the minute this lady came out, everybody just scattered. I'm like, we got more respect for this woman than we have for the males. It was crazy, right? But they locked us down for half of the day. It was because it was right after breakfast. Then lunchtime, they start like let you at a time go to get a little feel. That's how they do. They let you up. They let one unit at a time go to lunch. They let you to mingle in to see if it's going. And then they'll open the compound up later on. But they had almost slept on them dudes, and them dudes was ready to work. You know?
Oh, so it just mellowed out after.
Yeah, it mellowed out because nobody ain't really want to transgress because it was like, you know, it's like they said, when you got a car, we call them the car on the field. You got a car that's ready to go to war, and they ready to go to war. So dudes like, man, I don't want to lose my life behind nothing stupid. But man, he ain't ready in the hole. Man, I hope it don't go down. I'm here, but I hope it don't go down. So it be some of them things sometimes, you know. But sometimes, because the person look at, if we like 200 of us, and it's like 20 of them or 30 of them or whatever, we gonna pull up, man, we'll say, oh, y'all gotta go. Get off this yard. Oh, you know, we ready for the work. But if it's a vice versa, you be like, man, I don't want to lose my life, man. You know, bro, that stuff is, that's why I tell people, man, you out here, you a shot caller on the street. But when you go to the federal, I don't know about the state, you go to federal, whoever calling shots, I don't care if you're a G or whatever, now that's you a high ranking. But if you just was used to just calling in your neighborhood or whatever, when you gonna fall in line. Because somebody already running that yard.
It's a hierarchy,
yeah, somebody already running that yard, you gonna roll to get rolled over. Now you might get on that yard. I had a homie like that, Tenwall Fat. He died in prison. But he's been in penitentiary. Everywhere he go, he want to run the yards. People hated him. Because he checking paperwork, you can't sit at the table, you're a rat, he just go off. But he was one of the ones, he get to the yard, gonna see who's running the yard. Man, I got this yard, we're gonna take over the yard. But some dudes will give him pushback, like, nah, man, we from Carolina, we already got our call, we already pushing this line here, but he gonna find a way to push his own line. That's just what he used to do.
Is that what got him killed?
No. He they say he had a heart attack, but I believe he OD'd.
Okay.
In prison. Yeah.
Yeah, man. Nah, I mean, you made it out of that though.
Yeah.
And you said you don't had juvenile life, you done did state time, and you done been in the feds.
For a life sentence, life in 20.
And you went away in your early 20s.
23 years old.
You went away, correct me if I'm wrong, the same month that Cash Money got the multi-million-dollar deal?
Yeah, man, I got like the March 6th, they got the deal March 30th,
What's
bro.
the odds of that? I mean, obviously they still looked out for you in the long
Big
run.
facts.
But
Yeah,
you didn't really get an opportunity. You enjoyed some of the success, independent success, regional success.
Well, no, because I was selling drugs and I ain't want to be
you used to go on the stage and stuff?
Yeah, that was in the hood, but that wasn't. Yeah, you could say that, but
the tour buses and all. No, maybe I got it mixed up.
No, you're right, but that wasn't no. That was like on a come up. That was just starting out.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? It's like they wasn't famous then.
Okay.
You know, that was local. Like maybe Texas knew who they were, a little Florida, you know, Louisiana. Matter of fact, I remember going to a concert in Shreveport, and somebody else had a concert after that day, and ain't nobody showed up, so we just left.
Damn.
Do you know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm trying to tell you. So,
it wasn't overnight.
Nah, man, Cash Money had to fight to get in that industry. That's why I tilt my hat to Slim and Baby, man, because they stood the test of time, bro. They had no easy cakewalk. Them boys in New York ain't want to let them in. Man, me and Baby used to talk about that when I was in prison all the time, man. They don't want to accept it, they don't want to, but they, you know, God bless them, you know, but.
Oh, he actually had a conversation with you about, like, New York kind of trying to blackball them? Or,
not blackball them, just ain't want to accept, ain't want to accept them. Of course, we was tight. When I was in prison, I used to, half of my minutes would go to Birdman. Like, we would literally just be on the phone talking about stuff. I'm giving them advice on this, and we would just really, like, chop it up. Like, we really, like, every time I run out of minute, like, man, you didn't call all them H words, man. Why you ain't call me, man? I want to holler at you about this. One day I called that man, bro, and I was like, I said, bro, what's up? What's wrong? Man, nothing, man. I said, you sound like you bored. He said, man, oh, bro, what's wrong? He said, bro, I got everything I ever wanted, but one thing. I was like, what's that? He said, man, I want you home. And I was like, wow. I got a letter from this, man. I got, like, I was about to say her name, but she wrote me a 4-page letter. Shout out to Kamora Lee. But they kept me involved in everything they was doing, bro.
You said Kamora Lee?
Yeah, she wrote me a 4-page letter when I was in prison.
You talking about
Russell Simmons' ex-wife, yes. I still got the letter right now to this day.
How did you?
Man, it's a long story. We'll say that for next interview.
next time.
No, I'm just playing. I had met her through Birdman. You know, like whoever he ran across or met, he would put me on the phone with him. Hey, what's up? This is my brother. Da, da, da. Hey, how you doing? I would meet and talking to people. Yeah, man. When I first come home, I talked to Tony Braxton on the phone. I first got out, real sweetheart, nice person. Yeah, I talked to her. Man, one thing, like I say, that's why you never see me troll, or not troll, because I do a little trolling him, but you never see me disrespect Birdman. You ain't never see, what video you ever see me just straight, you chump, you coward, you B-word?
You don't curse.
But I'm saying, if you ever call him, you'll be calling him a sucker, a punk, or something like that.
I know you don't question his authenticity as far as in the gang.
I can't stand that gangbang stuff, yeah.
You
I can't stand it.
You said that you thought he would be the one to cooperate.
Facts, but that's not being. I'm talking about disrespect, meaning like, oh man, he was a coward growing up, or he was a chump.
Oh no, you
don't never hear me do that. I'll always speak out because he know we didn't come up with gangbanging, and by me having a nonprofit, I speak to the children. I'm not gonna never be okay with that.
So hold on, break that. So he became, well, it seems like the blood's like migrated to New Orleans. I don't know how.
No, and the blood migrated.
I'm just saying, it seemed like a lot of people in New Orleans was claiming like.
No.
It was a point in time you see the whole squad, everybody wearing red rags and all of that.
Well, hold up, slow down. Yeah. Because you got to keep. If you look at some videos, they had blue rags.
Then they started wearing red.
Right, just went straight blood. See, I used to wear a lot of red. Red was my favorite color when I was on the street back in the day. So I used to go across the river. There was Pyrus over there. They used to wear red. And Mary Poppins. Shout out to Lil Vam. Shout out to Demi. Demi just got a big dog out of. He just got out. And there lives one way in, one way out. That was right there. Now back in the 80s, you had the Crips came down. They got into the beef or whatever. But
Well,
our city was known for hoods, wards, 3rd ward, 4th ward, 5th ward, 6th ward, 9th. We had we had wards. We didn't have gangs. My guess was, some people point the finger at Mac 10.
when
they
it
got,
came to Cash Money,
some people say,
he only did that one album too.
Yeah, some people point the finger there. I will say this. I was thinking like when they went on that Rough Rider tour, they had like about 100 homies deep. So once homies start fading away, breaking, nah, I gotta stay home, I gotta hustle, I ain't making no money out of town with Birdman them, and then it's just start shrinking from 100, 50, 20, 10, just, so it's like, okay, we gonna rep this blood. Blood was a new fad. You remember Crips was big at one time. Everybody wanted to be Crips. Big facts. I would probably like to say Tukey Williams, my homie, he's deceased now. He was born in the same hospital I was born in, Charity Hospital.
What?
That's a fact. Yeah, from Shreveport, but he was born in Charity Hospital, the same hospital I was born in, in New Orleans. Yeah, okay. And then he left and went to Cali.
They say a lot of people on the West Coast, and they migrated from the South, man.
Yeah, man. So when they be calling us country, bro, y'all roots come from here.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? So, so what we were talking about? I lost my train of thought.
Gangs.
Yeah. So I just think that.
So my first day was his Crips. Now
Crips, right.
Blood.
So I just think once the Bloods come about, and then once Wayne with all the influence he had,
oh my goodness,
Sue Woo and then Birdman, Black. So it was like everybody, you know what I'm saying? They just start. Because here's the thing, bro. I've been around some Bloods, and you got Bloods, bro. Crips, these people born and raised and stuff, bro. Yeah. Blood, sweat, and tears and stuff, and someone would pull up on you and check you. Like, what's your line? Who brought you home? Like, who your big homie? Woo. And them, you know what I'm saying? And them dudes don't play. And that's why I be like, man, you can't play with them people, stuff like that. These dudes grew up like this. And people died behind this stuff, man. And you out here just rocking that rag and thinking it's cool.
So when you see people like Lil Wayne, Birdman, even like the Hot Bezos, etc., like wearing the red and all of that, throwing up the B's and saying the Sue Woo, you think like they just false flag, and you don't look at them as authentic.
I don't want to disrespect them right now.
Just
then you gonna have you know they got power now. They gonna have them blood try to jump on me somewhere. So let me see how I'm gonna answer that. I don't like it. I don't like it one bit, cause we didn't come up like that. But I'm not gonna just disrespect them because they got a hood they really rep, and then they hood they all over. And them blood, I don't want them to beehive swarm me. You know what I'm talking about? Sure. And I got too old. I can't move like I used to. So I'm gonna always speak out that I'm against it. We didn't come up like that. But they rep a real hood now, so hey man, but I'm against it. I don't condone it. I don't like what they're doing. I don't like it.
And what's crazy, you said you used to go across the bridge, or you said
across the river, yeah.
Across the river, my bad. You said it was power. So this is like in the 90s?
Yeah.
In New Orleans,
in New Orleans, across the river, yeah, in Mary Poppins, yeah. Right over the river. I had a cousin LeVamp used to be in the. It's like, remember that movie The Jungle?
Mm-hmm. Oh, you said The Jungle.
Was it The Jungle? It's called The Jungle. When they go in that one with Denzel Washington, they went in that one way.
Oh, you talking about Training Day?
Yeah, what that was?
Yeah. I know you talking about The Jungle's the hood.
Right, one way. That's how Mary Poppins was going one way in, go one way out.
It's like a death trap.
Yeah, that's how it was, bro. And on Tuesday and Thursday, Taffo Day, I remember my cousin, he had gave me a Chrome 45, and we was coming out, and the police got right behind us. Said, man, jump out and run. He like, man, drive us some more. I didn't want to do like I'm speeding because I had just got out probation bond. I went to court. The judge said, I'm going to revoke your bond because you kept catching murder cases. He said, you keep getting in trouble. He said, sign that paper, come back and turn yourself in tomorrow. I said, he got to be crazy. I signed that paper and I fled.
On the run.
Yeah. And then right after that, a few days later, but my court date hadn't come up yet. I got caught with a Chrome 45 in the car with my cousin. So now I done missed my court date, but they didn't put the warrant in. And then over JP across the river, they released me. Let me out, so I'm out. I'm back out. February, I got caught in March. That's when I went and did my state time.
What's the odds of that, though?
Yeah, man, that's crazy, huh? Yeah.
Man, I don't know if you want to address this or what you want to say about it, man. Just a couple. I appreciate the time, for real. You was on No Jumper recently. You know, Vlad, too. I know there's one point in time, it was like some type of business issue where you didn't want to go back on Vlad until things got sorted out, but you know you've been back on there a couple of times since then. After your first time, I don't know if you say it was like something like you had took it. It was a minute. It was a point in time where you didn't go back on that platform. But no jumper in particular though. You've been talking about Birdman, man. Is recently Whack 100 was on there, and they asked, you know, Adam was talking about, you know, you had showed him that you were still in communication with Birdman, and Whack 100 was questioning.
Adam said that.
You know what? Let me take that from the top. I ain't gotta.
Huh?
Yeah, let me take that from the top. And I ain't trying to be messy, man. But this is what I want to ask you, though, man. I was watching No Jumper recently after you had a dope conversation on there. You know, Adam and Wack, they have a podcast. And during the podcast, Wack 100 said that Adam was trying to bring him up during y'all conversation. And he brought up that you said that, you know, Birdman had sent you on your first hit at 11, and he was questioning that, pretty much saying that you was lying on him, man. But you've shared that on multiple platforms, you know. But man, what's your thoughts on people actually questioning the authenticity of that story? I'm
cool with that, but I'm putting up my phone because I want to show you something. I want to show you
He said I'm cool with that.
Yeah. An interview. This is what Birdman did, right?
Show no emotion because I'm a man. Yeah.
You see that?
Yeah, Max. I'm a full-blown man. I'm a gangster. I was brought different. My pa was a gangster. My partners, I come up in the streets. I ain't gonna do the funny shit. I'm not about to get on here and talk about no nigga. Because I know how hard it is to make it in this game. That ain't my MO. But if a nigga fuck with me, when they see me, somebody gonna die. We gonna leave it. That's how that gonna go.
Now you got a man letting the people know I'm a gangster. My pa was a gangster. Come up around gangsters. Somebody mess with me, they gonna die. So for Wack, and I respect and I like that Wack came to defend him because Wack on the outside looking in. But Birdman is promoting on other platforms. Big Facts have 1 million something subscribers. He's promoting I'm a gangster. Somebody play with me, they gonna die. So I have a right to tell my story to an extent. Because if Birdman was around saying, man, listen, I ain't never done no, I ain't with that gangster stuff, I ain't trying to hurt nobody, I don't want nobody to die, then I'm out of pocket. But he's promoting, I'm a gangster, violence. So and then I did a video showing where people testified that I was a hitman for Cash Money. I got a light sitting with me and Birdman on the phone talking about a certain gun. They used that to give me a life sentence. So, like I say, I understand him, you know, defending Bird and coming there, but here's the thing, this is my story. This is my life. Now, if I was doing something that could get him indicted, get him in trouble, that's another thing that's different. But I know what I'm doing, and he knows it's up, and he can't get in trouble for what I'm talking about, because I never said Kevin on June 1st, blah, blah, blah. You see what I'm saying? But the internet, people take it and twist it and do what they want to do with it. But I'm fine with that because I got my receipts. I know what's up, Bird know what's up. And I just show you on the interview he been did, he say he a gangster. He come up and somebody play with him, they gonna die. So what they tell you? He ain't gonna do it, what he gonna do? He gonna send somebody, right? Yeah. He the man with the money. He the face of the franchise. He ain't about to go get his hand dirty. But, like I said, I like how he defended Big Bro, because he's showing his loyalty, and that's what anybody's supposed to do. But I'm going to defend myself, and I'm going to say what I want to say because I got my voice now. People told my story. People have been saying stuff while I was in prison. It was fine. But they counted me out. They didn't expect me to come home. They didn't expect for God to put me in the situation I'm in, and they don't like that I'm winning. Yeah. That's what's killing them. Bro, I'm telling you, bro, they thought that I had the 5 minutes. They didn't think that. But they should know that I was the brain. I was young, smart. Telling them, look, this dude in prison on the phone with, boy, listen, if we could get them prison phone calls, me telling him, man, why you doing, I'm coaching him and talking to him, bro, man, they'd have been thought I was the brain behind Cash Money, bro. Priceless, son. Bro, it's in my paperwork where they wanted me to plead guilty that I invested in Cash Money. Yeah, I mean, I've heard you say that in a couple of platforms. It's in my factual basis, public records. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? But I look at it like content. When somebody say you lying, now I get an interview. Look, we talking about it now. Yeah. So I want to ask you this, man. It's been like, I don't want to say clickbait, but in the more of the major platforms, they putting this in the headlines, man. But I want to ask you this, just being transparent with you. You know, the 40 bodies thing. Mm-hmm. You know, the first time we chopped it up, you said
You told me this, dog. One of the biggest misconceptions about you is that you have a lot of bodies. That you said you've done a lot of dirt, but a lot of stuff they put on you, you didn't do.
Right.
Man, can you really address that, man? Like actually killing 40 people, man? You know?
No. In my paperwork, I confessed to 40 homicides. And with those 40 homicides, some of them I did, some of my best friend Mosquito did, some doing it did, Sterling did, but either I was there, either I drove the car or participated, but I was actually there. So when, you know how the media, people take stuff, oh, he said he killed 40 people. You know what I'm saying? So I just never correct it because it gave me other interviews, other content to go, you know what I'm saying? So I got my paperwork though on what happened with it, what it is, but I mean, the internet love lies.
I mean, just for an exclusive on here, like how many did you personally admit to that you got immunity for, you personally?
About 20. And that was just what I was willing to talk about. Like I say, bro, it's people that I could have talked about, people that are successful that I could have showed and proved to hurt a lot of people. But I was like, nah, all right, I'm gonna go here, I'm gonna tap dance, and that's what I did. But we did a lot of dirt, bro, and it's not something to brag on. I'm not proud of that, but that's just my life. That's what I did. I believe as a Muslim, we take Shahada, God forgive us for all our sins. So now if I go back out and start killing more now I'm wrong for what I'm doing, but that was my past. And my past gonna forever be my past. That's just what it is. I don't regret nothing I've done in life because I've never killed an innocent person. I've never raped a woman. I've never killed innocent children. I've never done that. So everything I did was streetwise, criminal on criminal. Now, if you go look at, oh, you wrong for killing your own brothers. Yeah, well, brothers, we've been killing each other for the longest. That's what we've been doing. That's all from Africa, tribes on tribes. They've been warring and then getting rid of us. You know, our ancestors been doing that. And it's not good to talk about it, brag about that, but that's just the fact. That's just how we come up. Now it's on me and other people who say they want to do right to break that cycle. We was once part of the problem, now we got to be a part of the solution now. You see what I'm saying? So, and with that come with, when you do interviews, you get the youngsters' attention. So now you get yeah, man, I was like this, I was slaying that gun like you saying that gun, but look, check this out. This was going in prison. At the end of the day, when you playing that game, death or prison is what's going to happen to you. Only thing you do is hurting your family. You put your family in jeopardy. I can talk to them now. Because like I tell people, when I come up in the game, everybody who I looked up to was gangsters. Taught me how to do crime, how to get away with it. So I never had nobody to what I'm doing to do that for me when I'm coming up. I had never had nobody sit down and really, like, if you go to jail, this is going to happen. Man, you don't live it like, go get you. I never had nobody, you know, I had mama love, but we ain't want to hear that from moms. And then she got to work. So when she go to work, we still in cars, we sleeping in cars outside the house, and she not going to win them. Call the police. Oh, let's go steal the donuts now. It's school time. You know what I'm saying? So
like the Blackie Moles, the Eric Maurice's,
big dogs.
They all just was
gangsters.
Stone cold gangsters. They didn't try to turn you.
There was gangsters.
No,
there was gangsters, bro. They was living the life, so I'm learning it. And they was a few years older than me, so I'm hanging with the gangsters. I'm hanging with the ones who certain people are scared of. People respect. I'm running with them head up at a young age. So, yeah.
No, for sure. With Gangsta, man, I appreciate the time, man. I do lastly just want to know, man, that there's anybody tuning in, man, that you can drop, not even necessarily in the streets or on the wrong path, but just in general, just some life gems. You don't overcame a lot of adversity. You don't switch your life around. You know, you're on a positive route now. You know, like any game or any wisdom you can drop, man, for anybody tuning in. They can take back, you know what I'm saying, put a battery in their back to just keep pushing forward, you know what I'm saying?
I've always tell people this, peer pressure. Once you could conquer peer pressure, then you could conquer anything. Because we all had this thing. Well, I ain't gonna say all of us. I'm gonna say 99% of us had a thing where we worry about what our homeboys gonna say. We worry about what the next man gonna think about us and what they gonna say. So if we in the hood and we about to go ride on this other hood, if you don't get in this car, you a sucker, you a coward, you soft. Once you could say, man, you know what, I ain't gone. You walk away from that. And when your homeboys go to jail, it is another thing what I learned. They be 10, 15, 20 deep. They had these guns with these clips, with these drums on it, all these foreign things, switches and all that. They slide and they riding on the enemy. But when they go to jail, everybody broke. I've never seen so many gangs, hood dudes, posse, be on live, be broke. When you go to jail, you can't get no bond money. You ain't got no money for no proper attorney. You just in there. Now you mad with your girl. That's the first person you going to call, your old lady, the one you dogged out. You be where you at? You can't get me. Send me some money. When you get paid. Da-da-da-da. Now you want to put the pressure on her. Peer pressure, man. Conquer that peer pressure. Stop worrying about what the next person going to think about you. And it's okay to walk away. Because in the end, you're going to see who your real friends are. Because as soon as you go to jail, they're going to be over there trying to hump your girl. They're going to be trying to hump your wife, your girlfriend, because they've been watching her. Oh, she fine, that thing up. Boy. And especially when you know how we get this, how we do our little man talk. Man, boy, old girl, take it here. Da, da, da. Like, oh, yeah? So now I got the mental note. The minute you go to jail, they, oh, you all right, you good? What's up? You want to go get something to eat? You straight here? You all right? You want me to chill over tonight? Let's drink, let's smoke. Now you trying to hump her. Man, yeah, bro. This stuff wicked out here, bro. But I'm just happy to be free, but peer pressure.
No, that's 100. That's 100. Another dope conversation, man. You know, hopefully we have some more in the future. You know,
yeah,
keep it going, man. Salute to you. Yeah. Congrats again on, you know, the new addition to your family, man. You know, the accolades. You getting honored.
He really gonna be wine. Huh? Really gonna be a little wine in the building. It's good though, man. Thank you for having me, man.
I appreciate you, man. We signing out. AHumbleSoul, another exclusive, man.
Wine.